myself, I think it's Judges. Let me double check that. I think it's Judges 19 about
You don't have enough light there?
Yeah.
You're good to go? You ain't got no Bible. You have a Bible with you?
You don't know
You get one, make sure you brother have one at least.
Yeah.
You could use the small one, right? I'll give him the bigger one. You have the highlights over there.
Like I said, Judges 19. My question is, why did the brothers not tell the rest of the tribes why this woman was raped? Like, from my understanding, they was telling Israel they wasn't giving up the culprits.
Right.
From my understanding, you know what I mean? I was curious of why.
Okay. All right. So they let's get to give the background. Everybody familiar what you're talking about?
Yeah. I think it's like
Give me what you remember.
Is this the cause of when the other brothers were to go slaughter?
Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin.
Mm-hmm. You remember why?
The rape of
Levi's wife.
Yeah.
All right. That's correct. All right. Do you know what caused the war? Which is what he's asking.
No.
All right. No sweat. All right, correct. Let's go. You know where it starts?
It's about
1905, I believe. You're gonna get the whole backdrop, right? So we go through the whole we're gonna go through the whole background of it.
Like I said, I'm broadcasting, but I can't see it on YouTube. We'll see what's going on.
Make sure your camera is in proper. And I'm gonna lean this up right here. Right?
Cool.
Let's take the time for it.
So.
Sometimes it be having a delay. You know what I mean? Let me know if this is in your way or anything too. You know what I mean? So Toab,
sir. Judges 19 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
And when the man rose up to depart, his father-in-law urged him. Therefore, he lodged there again. Verse 8. And he
starts at 1, so everybody understands what is going on.
Judges 19 and 1. And it came to pass in those days, when there was no king in Israel, that there was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim, who took to him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah. Verse 2.
Right. So everybody understands what concubine is here?
Card.
Tyrone. You understand what concubine is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Basically, a woman that is took. Basically. Like,
took how, you mean? Yeah, it took like a lottery from? Took how?
How do you explain? You'd have to explain to me in detail.
No sweat. Come on.
Is it like the Israelite woman that you won from war? You didn't go to her father and give her a dowry, which would make sense because what would the heathen be doing in Bethlehem, Judah?
That's one context of concubine. Here, this is one of the translations where this here is not a woman he got in war. This is a wife. This is if you look up the Hebrew, it says Ayasha, which is woman. That's how we talk. Like we don't talk husband wife. You rarely hear people say that. You hear a sister say that's my man, or a brother say that's my woman, or that's my girl. We understand it means they having sex, right? This is his woman. It's just a translation where they said concubine, but this here, the word for concubine, Ayasha, is the same word for wife. You understand? You have to look at the context of it. So it's the context of it in terms of if it's a woman you get from war, she's a wife, but she, as he says, she's not a wife you go and you court and you pay her father dowry and he gives her to you. This is a woman who you go spoil a tribe, which is what we're going to go into. go to war with a tribe, and you kill her father and her mother, and she's gonna be left there for dead, and you take her home, right? Now, we'll get to it, so I'm gonna explain it some more, right? Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And his concubine played the whore against him, and went away from him unto her father's house to Bethlehem, Judah.
Right. So what's happening here?
So his woman slept with the next man.
Right. She whored on him. Right. And what's the law according to adultery? Anybody? Come on. Well, you're scared to answer. Let's something with you. You don't talk, man. God damn. Those decent. Come on. Death is the law, but so right here now, she whored on him and he went after her. Should he have gone after her?
No, you're away.
Right, she's supposed to let her go. But what do brothers do?
You run after that woman.
Go after that woman, baby. I'm sorry. That's what happened here. You understand? Just in case anybody say, well, see, you could take some fools say you could take a woman back after she whored you. Right? Or that's licensed to go take another man's woman when that's not true. This brother, he's just being a brother. He's flesh. It's hard to let your woman go if you've been with her for a minute. You understand? Some brothers could do it. Some brothers, he decided he go without me. He's trying to get back, which he should not have done. All right, go ahead.
And was there 4 whole months. Verse 3. And her husband.
So she went to her father's house, right?
Come on.
Right. So she went to the little typical thing Eve do. I'm tired of you, F you no good. Back to mommy's house. So he going there after her now. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And her husband arose and went after her,
right,
to speak friendly unto her.
Right. So he trying to go and see if he could get his woman back. Right. I would say speak friendly unto her. Go ahead.
And to bring her again, having his servant with him, and a couple of asses, and she brought him into her father's house. And when the father of the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet him, and his father-in-law, the damsel's father, retained him, and he abode with him 3 days.
Right, so he went there. The girl's father begged him to stay a time. You know what I mean? His son-in-law come back home, you know, him and the girl going through something. Go ahead.
So they did eat and drink and lodge there. Verse 5. And it came to pass on the 4th day, when they arose early in the morning, that he rose up to depart. And the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law, comfort thine heart with a morsel of bread, and afterward go your way. All right, so you tell him, you know, eat and drink, you know what I mean? Comfort your heart with a morsel of bread, then you don't get to go. Go ahead. Verse 6. And they sat down and did eat and drink, both of them together. To the man, be content, I pray thee, and tarry all night, and let thine heart be merry. Go ahead. And when the man rose up to depart, his father-in-law urged him. Therefore he lodged there again. Right. And he arose early in the morning on the 5th day to depart. And the damsel's father said, comfort thine heart, I pray thee. And they tarried until afternoon. Right. And they did. So just like any father, you know, his daughter come back home and her husband, he want them there. It's like, you know, you go home with it, if you ever visit your parents, if you move out, they don't really want to let you go. Some parents don't want you to come. You know what I mean? Tell you, why are you here? But some don't want to let you go back, especially coming with kids. It's just things like that. Every time you try to go and tell them stay. And remember, this ain't a time of, you know, Skype and Facebook. This is, you gone, nigga, you gone. He don't know if you dead or alive, you know what I mean? You come back home after years, of course he wants you to stay, right? And they did eat, both of them. Verse 9. And when the man rose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servant, his father-in-law, and the damsel's father, said unto him, behold, now the day draweth toward evening. I pray you tarry all night. Behold, the day goeth to an end. Lodge here, that thy heart may be merry. Right. So once again, evening was coming, nighttime was coming. He telling them, stay here, stay in the house. Go ahead. And tomorrow, get you early on your way, that thou mayest go home. And the same thing like Israelite people. It's just too late to hit the road. It's too late. You know what I mean? Y'all, it ain't safe. You know what I mean? Oh, don't go home so late. I have a bed here. Y'all can sleep here.
leave a little more of his life. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Verse 10. But the man would not tarry that night, but he rose up and departed and came over against Jebus, which is Jerusalem.
Right. So he ain't listen. He's like, man, this old man is trying to keep me. Right. So he that same night he's like, nah, we out. I'm playing with this no more. I ain't really come for this. I come to get you back. So we going. All right, go ahead.
And there were with him 2 asses saddled. His concubine also was with him. Verse 11. And when they were by Jebus, the day was far spent. And the servant said unto his master, Come, I pray thee, and let us turn into the city of the Jebusites and lodge in it. Verse 12. And his master said unto him, We will not turn aside hither into the city of a stranger that is not of the children of Israel. We will pass over Gibeah. Verse 13. And he said unto his servant, Come and let us draw near to one of these places to lodge all night in Gibeah or in Ramah. Verse 14. And they passed on and went their way, and the sun went upon them when they were by Gibeah, which belongeth to Benjamin.
Right. And this is the heavy thing about it. Number one, he left when the father was telling him to stay. Number 2, he said, we ain't going into this heathen city because, of course, it ain't going to be safe for us. Thinking if you go in a city of Israelites, it'll be safe when it wasn't.
Could I answer? Like, it's a shame in 2016 that black people move out of areas which are black. And once upon a time, we would rather go to a black area.
Exactly. Like that's okay. And this is something I sit on right here and think about with Banyamin, right? With how he roll and stuff and certain things that we do. And I know back home, like back Trinidad, people leave everything open. Doors, windows. You know, I had to ask him if I could open the goddamn window. Brother, you open the window where I live across there in DC, brother. You're done. Somebody gonna time you for a week and see when you leave, and you're gonna come back and everything's gone. And okay, people are scared of crime, but we scared that my brother wouldn't be a brother because it's not a white man breaking into my house, and that's a shameful thing. To be afraid that your family won't do right by you. You understand? Like you scared to leave your kids with certain people because I don't know what this nigga gonna do. And it's a shame that we reached to a point, like we pass it off as crime or black on black crime, but it's really, my brother ain't gonna be a brother to me. And if you look at it like that, society will be better. If you understand that it's brotherhood, society will be far better. But now, you don't want to stay in your neighborhood. You move into somebody else's neighborhood, and the neighborhood goes bad because you there. You know what I mean? Your neighborhood bad. You get rich. You move into white people's neighborhood. They pass, hey, how you doing? Fucking nigga. And you're going home, and they cursing you out because you ruin their neighborhood. Because you there, not because of what you bring in. You might be bringing no drugs or nothing, but your face makes the neighborhood go back. You can't get away from who you are. You understand? And that's the thing. We're going to have to stay right here in the mud and change this. We can't go there and expect it to change. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 15. And they turned aside thither to go in and lodge in Gibeah. And when he went in, he sat him down in the street of the city, but there was no man that took them into his house, right, to lodge him.
Well, and that's a Israelite custom. When a stranger comes, you're supposed to give him housing. That's our custom. That's what happened with Lot. Right? The Bible says it's 2 angels. Lot did not know they were angels. Right? The Christian church will make you think it's 2 men with wings was walking. Lot, they were men. Lot knew they were Israelites based on how they were dressed. You understand? But he did not know they were angels of the Lord. You get the point? But how the Bible is narrated, 2 angels of the Lord came. We know it. Lot didn't. It's Israelite custom to help your brother. Like, we're not supposed to have homeless amongst us. We're not supposed to have sick amongst us like that. Like, we're supposed to be so kind to each other there's no markets for the heathens. There should be no old age homes. There should be no, East Indian what's daycare. Making a ton of money over shit we should be doing for each other. You get the point? It's law to be hospitable to your own race. Come on.
If I may, like the white man does the same thing. The white man has taxes, and all his taxes provides free healthcare for his people. Make sure there's no homeless white man on the streets. And we supposed to have that law?
We're supposed to have that law. You know why we don't have that? Well, not the law, but you know why we don't have that? Who knows why we don't have free healthcare for black people? And well, what else? Free what's this called? When the women make children, what's that period after? When they miss work?
Oh, maternity
leave. Paid maternity leave for a year. Donald Trump said he's gonna do that in America. He said he's gonna give a woman paid leave for a year. They're fighting him on. Why does black people don't have it? As like how white people have certain things for their people. And you said it earlier with taxes. Why does we don't have
it? Is it because they don't pay tithes or?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the tithes is for. The tithes is to help your priests. Remember, initially, the 12 tribes, Levi wasn't part of the 12. Dan was the 12th tribe. The tribe of Dan is no more. Levi take their place to make 12. But Levi didn't have a land. Everybody had their own land. Levi didn't. There was priests stationed in each land. You understand?
Okay.
This priest here, I believe, he was from the land of Ephraim. This priest we're reading about here. He's not an Ephraimite, he's a Levite. He was stationed in Ephraim. Your priest is the one who keeping the law. That's the one who they complain to. They're going to have ranking priests, officers. Men you go come, listen, he steal this. What? Bring him outside. Let's hear the case. If we have a stone him, that's the same day. Ain't no go to court and get bail and hire a lawyer and get a witness to none of that. We didn't even have jails in Israel. Prison is not an Israelite custom. That they had something called a stock where they found archaeology where in the house of the priest, in the basement, he had a cell where if you had to serve a punishment, let's say you steal some from a man, you can't pay him back. You had to work on his farm or work in his shop to pay it off. Yeah. If you can't stay with him, you stay with the priest. You didn't stay in the priest's house, you stay downstairs in a cell. You get the point? But it's not, prison. They ain't Rikers. You understand? That's not our custom. Our custom is cut your hand off, cut your head off. Stone. You get the point? That's our custom. It makes a better society like that when it's judged right. Now, the tithes is for the priest. And from that, you get your system running. You get your system running. Somebody who fall into poverty could come to the priest for help or go to the rich man for help. But we give everything we have to the white man and expect him to take care of us. When the taxes he takes from us is to help white people. And it doesn't help us. You get the point? That's why we had to build our own and fund our own. All right, go ahead.
Verse 16. And behold, there came an old man from his work out of the field at even, which was also of Mount Ephraim, and he sojourned in Gibeah. But the men of the place were Benjamites.
Right. Read that part again.
Verse 16. And behold, there came an old man from his work out of the field at even, which was also of Mount Ephraim.
Right. Well, he's also of Mount Ephraim because the Levites is from Ephraim. You understand? This man, he's from Ephraim, but he in the land of Benjamin. Right. He's working in that land. Go ahead.
And he sojourned in Gibeah, but the men of the place were Benjamites.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 17. And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither goest thou? And whence comest thou? Verse 18. And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Judah, side of Mount Ephraim.
Go ahead.
From thence I am. And I went to Bethlehem, Judah, but I am now going to the house of the Lord.
Right.
Go ahead. There is no man that receiveth me to house. Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me.
Right? Stop right there. So now he's saying that ain't nobody ready to receive him. Meanwhile, his brother who told him to stay, he tell him no. You understand? Like it's like when you read the Bible, you have to see where brothers made mistakes and keep it in mind. So that as you live your life daily, you now could make decisions based on wisdom. Now you could be wise with stuff and not do stupid things and foolish things. You get the point? Like he's saying, yeah, ain't nobody here to receive me, but nigga just left the house. What's the problem?
Oh.
He just left the father's house. You understand? Go ahead, come on.
Oh, I didn't.
You understand what I'm saying? He was tired of staying with the brother. He's tired of staying with the old man. Now, I ain't saying what happened to him was his fault and he deserved it. But I'm just letting you know. You go out in the street and nobody receive you, nigga, ain't nobody tell you to leave the house. You could have stayed there. You get the point?
Oh,
which is, okay, it's damn near out the spirit to not want to be around your people. You get the point? It's something, you know, why would you leave? Your brother's kind to you. He happy to have you around. I mean, he old, but goddamn. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to leave? Now that you leave, you're like, oh, damn, nobody didn't want to house me. The old nigga was trying to house him. You know what I mean? You take yourself from going the street. Go ahead.
And for thy handmaid.
What verse you had?
19.
19. Tyron, you want to pick it up from there? 19 and 90. Where you at? In the middle? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses,
mm-hmm.
and there is bread and wine also for me, and for thy handmaid, and for thy young man,
mm-hmm.
which is with thy servants, there is no want of anything.
Right, go ahead.
And the old man said, peace be with thee. However, let all thy wants lie upon me.
Mm-hmm.
Only lodge not in the street.
Right, so what was he trying to do? He was trying to pay the brother for housing. And the brother said what to him? Anybody understand what the brother said?
So the brother saying like, I don't mind what you do, just don't stay in the streets.
Not that I don't mind what you do. He's saying you don't have to pay me. He said, let all your wants lie on me. Meaning don't even touch your stuff.
Yeah.
Say, nigga, I have food in the house, man. You don't have to worry about that. Like, that's brotherhood. That's brotherly. You understand? Like, all these hotel chains, well, yeah, I want to go to Hilton and shit, but I know you'll have some shit over here that's Grand Plaza, Holiday Inn, Royal, whatever. Like, they're making money because a brother can't take a brother in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine we would we not doing it. We not going to the hotels anymore. Imagine we were the people who would get a call and say, oh yeah, you're coming in town? All right, no sweat. You come on through. Don't worry. I'm gonna hook you up. Don't even worry about. I'm come pick you up. Blah 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 blah. Brother, you know how many markets you cutting out? That person who coming into town, from the time they land in your city, the custom would be to call a cab. That cab man gets no money. The cab man gets gas from the East Indian. That East Indian gets no money. You coming to pick them up, to eat your food in your restaurant, sleep in your house. Brother, you know how much money that's still circulating amongst us?
It's a lot of money.
And the brotherhood, the vibe of welcome and family and like wanting to be around is increased because now you received and it's not a burden. It's not like you in somebody's house and it's like, nigga, when you going home? You know, the bus have a sale going back. It's half price. People dropping hints for you to leave the goddamn house. It's not like that, and it solidifies a community. You understand? But we don't have that. But this old man, he come from the field working all day. He's like, nah, you ain't staying out here. He don't know this man, but it's an Israelite. And according to the law, you know where it is? Don't vex the stranger that sojourneth amongst you. Hold where you at. Let's get to the law real quick, all right? If anybody have questions, just type your question in.
I got two, sir.
We ain't got where you have where it is.
I got two questions.
All right, no anybody else. We still on yours, right? If anybody I'm talking about online have questions.
You kind of got two.
Vex the string. Two from online. Okay, we'll get to it. Leviticus 19 and 33. Read that from the correct.
Sorry, what was that? This one.
19 and 33.
Leviticus 19 and 33. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him, but the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and thou shalt love him as thyself, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God.
Right? So it's telling you, if a stranger come around, you're supposed to be kind to him. Now, this is not stranger like another nation. And I know I went into the next verse because somebody who's unlearned, who's unskilled would read this and say, see, you all were strangers in Egypt. And the Lord is telling you to be kind to the Egyptians. That's not what it's talking about. When were we strangers in Egypt? Here's a little sidebar, then you get back to it.
When we went to go visit Joseph.
Right. Brother, I ain't, you don't answer no more questions. Oh, you might as well be here. We have asked you for. Right? When, remember, Joseph was in Egypt ruling alongside Pharaoh. Israel and Jacob and his sons, he sent his sons first to Egypt. The sons went there, they came back, gave a report, then we went into Egypt. Joseph received us into Egypt. Right? It said what? Jacob and 70 souls or 60 souls? 70 souls went into Egypt. That was Jacob's family. His sons, their wives, their children. 70 people and servants went into Egypt. The Egyptians didn't show us kindness. Joseph did. And at that time, they did not know who Joseph was. But Joseph knew who they were. Even Joseph played a game on them, and he held one back and sent, I forget who, back to Jacob to ask about Benjamin, which is Joseph's younger brother. Benjamin was the last boy, and he said, what about Benjamin? And he sent him back, and he held one set of the brothers in Egypt. He played a joke on them. They didn't know who he was, because of course, why? He Egyptian now. He looking like an Egyptian. Versus niggas walking in there with fringes and braids and beards. They didn't recognize Joseph, but of course, Joseph knew who they were. He recognized them. Joseph showed them kindness. They were strangers to Joseph. It wasn't the Egyptians showing us kindness. You get the point? So for anybody who pulled the scripture to say, see, you got to be kind to the Egyptians. Yeah. Oh, Hotep, brother, Hotep. Nah, nigga, it's Joseph did it, not Pharaoh. Right? So this is the Lord being kind to a stranger. So now let's go back to Judges 19 and 20. All right, pick up there for me, brother.
And the old man said, peace be with you.
You might want to read a little louder so everybody hear you online too, all right?
And the old man said, peace be with thee. Howsoever, let all thy wants lie upon me. Only lodge not in this street.
Right, he's saying, listen, man, shalom. That's what peace be upon you. Say, shalom, man. Listen, Lord be with you, but you don't have to sleep in the street. Whatever you want, I can provide it. You need honey, milk, whatever. Food, liquor, straw, man, just come to my house, man. I can provide, which is how Israelites are. Israelites really, we tend to take care of each other. You understand? But once again, I want to say big up to Leon. What's the other brother name? Tariq. Leon, Tariq, Marcus for showing hospitality last night. Had us down there in Leicester. Went and got food. Leon said he had to worry about it. Took us around the place. Showed us an excellent time on that radio show. And those are brothers who we would say not in truth, but they're black. The niggas. You don't have to be in truth to have the spirit in. You understand what I say? Have the spirit. Meaning, you could tell this person is not a heathen by how he treats you. You could tell he is a brother. He just don't know he's a brother. He's not in the truth. But his spirit testified for him that this is an Israelite. You understand? And that's brotherhood. And that's something we could respect. We could build with something like that. You get the point? We could build with something like that. Keep going.
So we brought him into his house and gave provender unto the asses. And they washed their feet and did eat and did drink.
Right.
Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, besieged the house round about, and beat at the door, and spake to the master of the house, the old man, saying, bring forth the man that came into thy house, that we may know him.
All right, somebody explain to me what's going on there. So Kanye West, RuPaul, and some other big faggots You know, RuPaul, who else? Cam Newton. Give me some fact. All of them found this man's house, right? They found his house, beat down the door, saying, listen, bring that nigga out here. We want him. These was faggots coming to rape the brother. And the old man, he damn near knew it. That's why he said, I beg you, don't sleep in these streets. It's like, imagine, okay, and it's a sad thing. Imagine, I mean, different cities is different places. What's the places here last? You don't want, you telling somebody, where you at? Nah, nigga, stay on this corner. I'm coming to get you. You don't have no business being there. So wait, under the shop, or go in the store and stay there. Keep your phone on. I'm coming to get you. It's like that because you know, Israel around here don't flow the right way. You understand? And you don't want them to do something evil to this brother. Now, what does it mean when they say sons of Belial? You have it?
Because it's like Belial means like the devil, and it's
evil. It's like saying these sons of bitches. It's like that, right? No, Belial is like Baal or the devil. The son of the devil. These niggas was wicked as hell. It's like they were sons of the devil, right? It's an Israelite trait to look at someone's character, identify it, and then call them the son of that trait. So, son of God, Christ, right? You look at him and be like, damn, this nigga, he's like, you know, he must be son. That's how Christ got the name son of God. That term, son of a bitch, is like that same, like, this nigga is such a god. He's the son of that character, son of a gun. You know what I mean? Even if you have somebody playing sports and a young man falling all over the place, people say, man, that's your son. Not because you had sex with his mother, but he looked like he, dressed like he, talked like he, everything about him is like you. That's your son. You know, it's just Israelite custom. So these men was wicked beyond hell. You understand? So they call them sons of Belial, sons of Baal. All right, not to say there was their father's name was Belial. All right, go ahead.
And the man, the master of the house, went out unto them and said unto them, Nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you do not so wickedly, seeing that this man is come into mine house, do not this folly.
Right, so he tell them, nah, listen, man, this man under my care, don't do this folly. You already know what's going on. Listen, faggots is the worst thing. How Carter say it was Saddam is the wickedest disease. It's being a homosexual is disgusting. It's effeminate, it's violent, and homosexuals are violent, and you'll see it here. A homosexual is extremely violent. They're not this. You see this what you see in the street, and that high voice, and you thinking he's a punk, that nigga will slit your throat in front of children and drink your blood. You understand? Go ahead.
Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. Them I bring out now, and humble ye them.
Right. Go ahead.
And do with them what seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do not so vile a thing.
Right. So he's telling them you cannot do this to these men. Right. And he is okay. It's like people look at this and be like, well, you see, that means it's Israelite custom to throw your woman away and just use your woman. That's not the case. It's come on.
It's saying like being a homo so wicked around these girls.
It's like that, and it's that in a situation where you're back against the wall. There's no way out of this thing. It's like somebody gonna have to go, and you trying to do something to buy time. It's like, you know, it's okay. When David had a son called Absalom, he had another daughter. I forgot her name. She was very pretty. What's her name? Tamar. I can't remember her name. Pretty good. Absalom raped his sister. But before he came into the room, before he raped her, he came into the room, and she realized what happened. She told Absalom, she said, well, listen, hold on. Let me go ask my father. He's David. If you his son, surely he'll give me to you. Now, did she want to be married to her brother? No. Why did she say that?
It's like when you get robbed, you're like, let's get my keys to the phone.
It's like she's saying, hold on, let's do this thing right, trying to play him so she can get out the room. It's like you're in a position where you just saying anything, you doing anything to survive. And think like that. This is an old man, he don't have a whole crew to defend him. And he doing and saying what he think he could say to survive, hoping these men is fabulous and they're gonna say, nah, we ain't gonna take these girls, we want him. You get the point? Like what happened with Lot. Lot try to give them the daughters. The men say, no, we want that ass. You understand? It's different. It's a bad situation. It's something we don't understand today because of 911. What do you have here? 999, right?
Oh, okay.
Because of 999, people don't fully understand being in danger. Right? You ever seen the movie Purge?
Okay.
That's life. That movie is life, brother. That's how life would be outside of an empire. The strong survive, the weak get taken and beaten and raped and murdered. And that's that. That would be life. So that's why you need strong men. You need a government. You need somebody to protect you. You get the point? Go ahead.
But the men would not hearken unto him. So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them. And they know her and abused her all the night until the morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go.
Right.
Then came the woman in the dawning of the day and fell down at the door of the man's house, where her Lord was till it was light.
So read it one more time, a little bit louder.
Then, from
where you at? 26. Go ahead.
Then came the woman in the dawning of the day and fell down at the door of the man's house, where her Lord was till it was light. And her Lord rose up in the morning and opened the doors of the house and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold.
Right. Another thing just that just came to my mind too with it. There was a case in New York. I don't know if you heard about it, where in Harlem, where this brother was walking with his young daughter. And I think they were surrounded by a group of teens. There was like maybe 10 or 15 of them. I think they was going to rob the brother and rape the daughter, and the father damn near gave them the daughter. He was wrong for doing it, but it's he don't know no better. You get the point? I'm not saying what he did was right, but I want you to understand what Israel be facing when a man doesn't have strength and a man, like the righteousness of the Lord is not in a man. Like you will just resort to what you know, which is self-preservation. And father ran, brother. And she, I mean, it was bad, it was rough. But shit like that happens, and it's important to see it and learn from it. You get the point? It's important to see it and fully learn from it. You want to check it out?
Okay.
If there's anybody else, you know, full search, right? Go ahead.
Verse 27, and her Lord rose up in the morning and opened the doors of the house and went out to go his way.
So now they abused her all night. Then she came to the door and stretched out at the door. All right. You know, picture this. Picture any yard party you're seeing with the men on top of tables and diving off on top of the gear and throwing her all over the place. Just picture that type of spirit where it's like, what the hell is y'all doing? You understand? It's like that type of, like we think that's culturally fun when that ain't. That's something. What the hell is that? I don't know, brother. I saw some video. I don't know where it was. I want to believe it's in Jamaica. But brothers, the brothers who doing it look like faggots. Very bleached out. I mean, skinny ass jeans, looking like they went. It just when you look at the video, you see this effeminate men who would abuse a woman. You understand? What's going on, soldier? Shalom. What's going on?
Tired.
Huh?
You tired?
You tired? You want to put him on the bed in the room there? If you want to lay out, take your time, right? You got to move his stuff on the bed. It might have some stuff on the bed. Take the shoes off. You can go lay down. Right? And this is the proof that a rapist, a brother who rapes a woman, is a fact. is a homo. Like, why would you want to beat up a bro? You know what I mean? Like, it takes away the purpose of it. You understand? This is the proof that a rapist is a homosexual. A pedophile is a homosexual, right? There's different types of homos. There's effeminate homos, and then there's, thorough gorilla homos. But you're a homosexual, right? That whole violent abuse lies in a homosexual. All right, go ahead.
And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold. And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her upon an ass, and the man rose up and gat him unto his place.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was
You're on my Bibles, huh? You gotta buy some Bibles, guys. Jesus. Lord, what's going on here, huh? No sweat. You'll have it on your following. You'll have it on your phone to follow. At least, if you could.
Verse 29. And when he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine and divided her together with her bones into 12 pieces and sent her into all the coasts of Israel.
All right, just a sidebar. What are the morals of the story so far?
So he ended up killing her.
No, that's what it seems like. Read 27 again. No, not 27. 28.
Okay. And he said unto her, Up and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her upon an ass. And the man rose up and gat him unto his place. 29.
So what happened?
He took her out basically and put her on there.
Did he kill her?
No.
So what happened?
He's removed her.
Is she dead?
No. At this point.
Anybody else?
I don't know where we are.
It was like call over here so you can read, all right?
I'm going to read it.
Call up exactly where you
Can I
are.
read it back?
Yeah, read it again, read the whole thing. SHALAM says, how you do it? Read it one more time, all right?
And what?
Wait, hold on. No, sorry, George, sorry. Go from 27. And her Lord rose up in the morning. And
okay, call this book, the chapter, and then the verse.
Oh, sorry, yeah. It's Judges 20, verse 17.
Judges 19.
Sorry, Judges 19, sorry.
Verse 27.
Going from 27.
27 and 28. Read 27 and 28 one more time.
Verse 20, Judges, verse 27.
You all good?
No.
Yeah, right.
Everybody on the page, right? All right, come on, let's go.
And the Lord rose up in the morning and opened the doors of the house and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold.
Right, so she's laying at the doorway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And he said unto her, Up and let us be going.
Right, so what he said? Woman, let's roll.
Yeah.
I mean, that's rough. I mean, that's a rough thing for a man to go through. You understand? Okay, it's important not to be weak. Who understands what I mean when I say not to be weak?
More mentally weak, as in.
Explain.
Because a lot of people in them kind of situations would just break down or.
Well, that too, but okay. Strength and weakness is not individual. Strength and weakness is when you come from a family. When you come from a family and a nation, brother, you would curse out the queen in her face. You wouldn't give a damn. Because if she touched you, who is she touching?
Family.
Your family. Anybody here from a huge family, like 25 brothers? When you was in school as a little boy and somebody getting you talk, was you like backing down and being like, all right, now I don't want no trouble? Nah, because you was like, yeah, I'm gonna call my brother, I'm gonna call this one, I'm gonna call that one. And everybody on the playground know this nigga have like 15 big brothers. And worse again, if somebody went to jail, yeah, man, he had a brother that went to jail. What? Nobody ain't touching him. That's a strong man. He's strong. he has support. Strength is not individual. Now, you could be strong as an individual in the decisions you make. And your decision should be always to align yourself to your nation. You cannot be an individual. It's impossible to survive as an individual. Oh, I mean, you need brothers, you need sisters to do everything. If you don't have a family, brother, you're weak. You're vulnerable. You will compromise. If you're surrounded, you're going to cop a plea. You're going to be like, listen, man, no, I didn't say that. Nigga, you said fuck you. No, I didn't. I said you, meaning me. Not meaning you start copping pleas. But now when you know you have support, when you know you come from people who will come after you, brother, you will walk directly into death head on. And in this situation, whatever was going on in the city, the strength was gone. There was no togetherness. There was no nation. Because these men surely should have been put to death long time ago. You understand? There's tons of scriptures to put a rebel to death. Okay. The scriptures say, drunkard, take him by the gate and stone him that he may die with stones. You understand? You're not allowed to be a drunkard in Israel. You're not allowed to be a certain way. Like that's what made us a great people. Like the society we built. The society we built offered protection to everyone, offered safety to everyone. And that's where we need to go back to and push bullshit out. You get the point? So now she laying at the front door. He come outside. Imagine, I mean, he just come back for his room. Now, this is the original question I asked, right? Before I get to it. So far, what's the moral of the story? Seeing all the horrible stuff that happened. Don't be a whore. Don't leave your husband. Had she stayed there, whatever argument they had, just stay in the house, go talk to him for a week, whatever. But to go sin, now the Lord is not with you anymore. And that's real strength. And all this mess happened. She made a mistake, and he did not stand with that mistake. He went after it, which was his mistake. Now all this whole mess happened. You get the point? But the Lord get all the faggots out of the nation, though. Now we're going to get to it. I know your question you're coming with. I've heard it before. I was pissed off too, don't worry. But that's why I.S.U.P.K is home with the truth. The full breakdown for you. All right, so now you're asking me what she did. Now keep reading, 28. Salah.
And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her upon an ass. Right. And the man rose up and gat him unto his place. And when he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine and divided her together with her bones. All right, so when you say divided her together with her bones, what does that mean? That's the part I was confused at. To divide her together with her bones.
That's why it got into pieces.
Yeah, cut her into pieces. I mean, full out behead. You're right, for sure. Of course, raise your hand and stand for the order, all right? Once that new school is under construction, give my hand, give all the soldiers, give my brother here, come down, knock that wall down. Once we get that school up and running, you're going to see it more, the structure is going to be there. Right now, this is the spirit of the structure, but you're going to see it full-fledged of how the class would be. You know, you have a question, I say something, raise your hand, just to be, so it's not over-talking. You know what I mean? Just not to keep you respecting it. But he cut her into pieces. Now you asking, did he kill her? Did he kill her? Anybody? Karate, man. Come on. Let somebody else answer, man. Come on. So you have a headpiece. Sis, you have a headpiece? You have anything to cover your head? No, so you have a scarf? I think that will cover her hair. Her hairstyle alone. You have a scarf or anything? Anybody have a scarf, bandana you could loan, sister? All right, no sweat, no sweat. We're gonna keep some in the school on deck. You know what I mean? We typically every school should have an extra set of skirts with elastic waist, and scarves. Because people come in from a fly. Sisters wear tight clothes sometimes, and she thinks she just comes to, oh yeah, I want to learn. She show up, not dressed the right way. You can say, yes, sis, you can borrow this for this class, or even a big shawl. She could wrap it like a skirt, extra set of scarf to cover her head. Still, we don't turn her away. She still gets to sit
But the next time she knows how she should dress to come. You understand? Those were the sisters if you forgot to put it there, all right? So he cut her body into pieces. Did he kill her?
I'll just say yeah.
Everybody is
I'll just say yeah, but
hold on. She raised her hand. Come on.
Yeah, today.
All right. Anybody else? You can put your phones on vibrate for now. I tell everybody later or come to class. Anybody else? Besides karate, you know, priests know it all. Anybody else? Sis? You know, sure? All right. He did not kill her. Read 28 one more time.
28.
Read 27.
And the Lord rose up in the morning and opened the doors of the house and went out to go his way. And behold,
okay, he went to go his way. He was leaving. Was he going to find her?
No,
he's gone. He's like, keep going.
And behold, the woman, his concubine, was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold.
Right, she was laid out. Right, go ahead.
And he said unto her, oh.
Okay, think hands on the threshold is like, what's the threshold of a door? You ever hear with Esau, somebody get married, you have to take her across the threshold. That's where they get accustomed picking the woman up after the wedding and they carry her in the house. Oh. Crossing his threshold is something symbolic to people in the world where this is the first time you're all married and you bringing her into the house now to have sex with her. What is the threshold of the door?
Like the door frame.
The entrance. So her hands is there, which means what? She damn near crawled back to the door and was there until he opened. So he opened it and she's there. Yeah. Right? Go ahead. 28.
28. And he said unto her, up and let us be going.
Right, so he telling her, yo, let's go. Go ahead.
But none answered.
But what?
But none answered.
Go ahead.
Then the man took her upon an ass, and the man rose up and gat him unto his place. And when he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine and divided her together with her bones into 12 pieces into all the coast of Israel.
Did he kill her?
Was she dead already?
She's dead.
She died.
She's dead at the door.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
A faggot is a disgusting thing. A rapist is a disgusting thing. A pedophile is disgusting. That's why the Lord has death penalty for a rapist. You get the point? And a rapist is a homosexual. A homosexual is a rapist. You get the point? There's no difference. There's no difference between a pedophile, a rapist, and a homosexual, and a child molester. They're all, it's the same spirit of predatorizing someone. It's the same spirit of doing something to someone against their will. You understand? They had their way with this woman until she died. She knew her way back home, but that was it. She gave up the ghost. You understand? Which again bring me back to them parties where they be dropping them bros on the neck all kind of thing. Come on now. Yes, that's somebody's daughter. My daughter ended up in one of them parties killing everybody. So like, I'm including her. You know what I mean? But she was already dead. So he cut her body, flesh and bone, cut her into pieces, send her into how many pieces?
12.
12 pieces. Send her into Israel. Why 12 pieces? Crazy how next time, bro. A one-face tribe, all right? Why? What's the purpose of that?
To let them know whatever.
Yeah. That's it. That there's sharing and tweeting. That's the first tweet ever. You understand? That's, nigga, you see this? Share it with me. Tag me. You send one part to Judah. He in there. Well, he probably sent a part to Benjamin too because it's 12. No. Yeah, it's 12. He sent one part to Ephraim, send one part here, one blah, 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 all the way down. Right? Now imagine somebody riding up on a horse. You hear a horse coming up to your house. You're a priest or the big officer or a general in your city. And a horse comes, somebody knocking the door. You open the door, say, brother, we get this from Gibeah. And a note on it, this is what they did to my woman. You open it and it's a thigh, or a head, or a hand. And then your daughter come in your room, Daddy, what's going on? Brother, you're going to lose your mind. Knowing that that's a woman in the box. And somebody done violated, and that could have been your daughter, or your wife, or your sister. Now imagine all 12 tribes getting that. And then in each tribe, that person come out and say, this is what's going on in that city over there. Y'all see this mess? That could be your woman, your this, your that. You understand? You ever see them Egyptologists when they talk about the woman, everybody go crazy. But that's something to go crazy over. And it was amped up from there. All right? Now, keep going. Give me for some karate. Pick it back up from
Judges 19 and 29. And when he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold on his concubine and divided her together with her bone into 12 pieces and sent her into all the coast of Israel. Verse 30. And it was so that all that saw it said, there was no such deed done nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt.
Came out from where?
Out of the land of Egypt.
So what does that mean?
Since we came out of slavery, we ain't seen no such atrocity.
What tragedy?
A woman being raped by homosexuals.
Homosexuality is, a rapist is a homosexual. And he's saying, since the days of Egypt, we ain't seen nothing like this. What does that mean?
That this is a serious matter. We ain't seen nothing.
You're missing it. You're missing it. It's right there. Read it one more time. Read that last part one more time.
Come on, Khan. There was no such deed done nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt unto this day.
No. Not since Egypt have we seen this up until this day.
That means in Egypt
there was
homosexual.
There was faggots in Egypt.
God.
You understand? It's like you. Okay, it's like you. All right, everybody here. Well, everybody was born here, or some people was born in Jamaica or wherever else. You was born here, right? You know people who were born in Jamaica and come here. And then imagine you hanging out with them and they see something in the streets in England or America. And they be like, damn, homie, I ain't see that since back home. Meaning that thing happens there, not here.
God.
So is he saying, damn, not since the days of Egypt we see this. Like, man, I thought we was over this type of bullshit. We left Egypt. That type of thing is Egyptian. It's like, now, if you hear a woman got raped in Birmingham or, wherever, are you surprised?
No.
Because why?
Because it's normal.
It happens. It happens. Imagine society that shit do not happen. That's where we were. You get the point?
Oh, God.
We was at that point where, nah. Nah. How the hell this happened? Not since we left Egypt have we seen something like this. Meaning they were seeing that in Egypt. Just like what happens in America today. Kids get molested in school, raped in school, all kind of stuff happens, but it's normal. Ain't nobody get executed for raping. Ain't nobody get executed for child molestation or nothing like that. You get corrective behavior and put on a goddamn list. And we call it a sexual predator list or some bullshit. Nigga, you never see the jumpsuit, you never see the inside of the cop car, and nobody ever put handcuffs in you. Brother, you die that same day. And that's righteous. That's a good thing. But they see it now and it's like, man, this is some Egyptian shit right here. Which this is a precept letting faggots was in Egypt and they was doing this type of bullshit. For anybody who's like, the black woman is God. Bullshit. They was raping and having sex with anything that had a hole in Egypt. Just like America. It had a hole big enough and too slow to run, it's getting raped. I'm telling you straight up. All right? Go ahead.
Middle of verse 30. Unto this day, consider of it, take advice, and speak your minds.
So what is he saying then?
He's like, got all the top men, like, listen, what we're going to do about this, man? What do you think we should do? Take advice. How do we do this, man?
Take a day and think about it. You'll get back to me on this because we had to do something with this. What would happen if we don't do anything? They would do this to everybody, and before long, what would happen?
Have a nation of faggots.
A little more. You're right, but a little more.
We go back to Egypt, how we was before.
You're right, but a little more.
I was just going to say that.
More sisters will die.
More sisters will die. You're right, a little more. Sis? What would happen if we let evil persist in Israel? Say again? It will take over, but a little more.
Israelites will start behaving how they are.
That's true, a little more. It's the main thing.
The whole nation will be destroyed.
Yeah, but it's a little more.
People will be persuaded to be homosexuals.
That's true, but there's something else you're missing. The Lord will be against us if we don't do nothing about this. You understand? Like, we can't just let this thing happen. We have to show the Lord, okay, why did the Lord send us into slavery? Anybody? Come on.
For the same acts for...
What was the purpose of it? What was the purpose? What was the purpose of it?
So we wouldn't do it again.
Right, I'm looking for one word.
Punish us.
To punish us. Right? Because we were doing everything and nobody was stopping it. The Lord is pleased when you stop evil. You understand? Okay. When you see something evil, you ought to say something. The Lord is absolutely pleased when you stop evil. The Lord would rather you kick it out. You get rid of it. You understand? Than let it persist. You all ever heard the story with Phineas and the javelin? And the Lord was against Israel. The Lord was bringing plagues against Israel. Joshua and them separate everybody, talking to the people. This brother walked, I forgot his name, walking with a Midianite woman, a heathen, like Kanye West with Kim Kardashian, went into the tent while the brother speaking and started to have sex with this woman. Phineas, who was the son of a Levite priest, took a javelin, that thing they throw in the Olympics, that spear, went into the tent, and the scriptures say the tent entered through the brother's back and into the heathen's stomach, which means he was on top of her. He killed them in the act. The Lord stopped the plague. The scripture said that action appeased his anger and made him pleased. The Lord looked down and be like, all right now I see you understand what's going on. I see y'all take this thing serious. Y'all love me more than you love that man next to you or that heathen. You're not going to let these things happen, which is a level to be on. Like, you got to love your brother and your sister, but they don't come before the Lord. You understand? They don't come before the Lord. They don't come before the Lord with mercy. Now, when I say with mercy, you're going to have to get counsel on how you deal with stuff, which is why how the Israelite school of U.P.K emphasizes counsel. You have an issue with somebody, you go to them and them alone. If they don't hear you, you go and get 2 or 3 witnesses, which is a counsel. And we deal with it. And it's either you right, you wrong, or you right, you wrong, or both you are wrong, which is usually the goddamn case. When someone is proud beyond proud, they can't take that, and eventually they have to get tossed the hell out of the school, which I don't give a damn. You understand? But the idea is to make this thing stay clean. This place is a sanctuary for a brother who done murdered people, or a sister who done had abortions, or done been in the strip club, or had 10 million men, or had tattoos, or been high, and brothers who sold drugs. This place is a refuge for people like that. This place is a place where somebody could come and get healed and cleaned up and get strength. And if you, excuse my language, fucking shit up, you don't need to be here.
God.
And that's what the Lord, this thing here is like, we have a nation now. We have land, we have Levite priests again teaching the law, and you're letting these niggas run around and rape people? Nah. I remember what Egypt was like. I remember Pharaoh's whip across my back, nigga. And my father wrote about it and scrolls, and I read about it every day. I read about how we used to drag them big stones the size of damn lorry trucks up the side of that pyramid. Nigga, you raping people? Ain't no sweat. Nigga, clip up. Clip up. We gonna handle some business. You understand? Okay. That's what the priests send the body out for. Because now you have to purge evil from among you, and you're gonna have to be like that. Now what's the key to being that zealous, to have a pristine, pure, clean family? What's the key? There's a key. There's something that must exist in order to have that type of zeal to create that atmosphere.
Knowing and keeping the law.
You're right. I was wording it different, but you're right. You yourself have to be pristine. You remember that thing with Africa Bambata and how he was raping them boys?
Okay.
You all heard about it in New York? The brother came out and said, you all might know African Bambata is a guy who pioneered the Zulu nation. He was a rap artist, hip-hop artist. And at that time, they had a gang in the street, but he was building something black, strong, but it was criminal in elements, certain elements of it. And he would take the young boys who didn't have no fathers, of course, because of the crack epidemic and mass incarceration. He would give those boys jobs and bring those boys into hip-hop. He brought a whole ton of group, Jungle Brothers, KRS-One came out of that organization. He was raping them young boys. Nobody was saying nothing. Now, when the story came out, one of the brothers contacted Tizari about it, and we did a whole press conference with Tizari. That's where you get a child molestation lecture from. And you wouldn't believe people from that Zulu nation was saying, in fact, I mean, the KRS-One said, I ain't got nothing against Bambata. I can't start judging him. Right? They keep playing that sound bite. And everybody was saying, man, KRS-One effed up for this. He's effed up for saying that. Now, I'm saying, let me go listen to exactly what he's saying. Now, I'm not saying he's right. I listened to his entire interview. You know what he said? We'll check on the brother right there. Let's see him moving back and forth. Let's check to see if he's all right, if you need anything. This is what he said. He said, every one of y'all know somebody who sold drugs. Every one of y'all know a brother who got bodies on him right now. Listen, back in the day, we was taking stuff, meaning we was raping people. Young kids, we was doing it. So who am I to judge somebody now? You get the point? Okay. Who am I to now start judging someone? You understand what I'm saying? That's what he said. So now, because they got dirt on themselves, they now cannot come and say, nigga, you wrong, because guess what? I'm wrong. So to keep that, you know how to keep the law. That's the only how, because otherwise, what happens in our society today? We live in communities with child molesters and drug dealers. That's what no snitching is about. No snitching means, nigga, you can't snitch. You doing the same shit.
You correct, because I see that in the Christian church a lot. People say, why should I listen to the pastor? And the pastor's known for doing such and such. Why should I listen to you? Being better than me. You smoke weed sometimes.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And that's why in here, it cannot happen. And that's why here, these men decided to stand up because they had finally built a righteous family that could understand the value of being right with the Lord. There's value with being right in the Lord. When the Lord is on your side, brother, a gunman would come into your children's school and kill everybody except your kids alone. Oh, God. You understand? Except your kid ain't gonna never get into harm. Plane will crash and you, nothing ain't gonna happen to you. You get the point? Like, you might think I'm exaggerating, but I've seen and heard stories where it's like, that's the Lord. You know what I mean? It could only be. How do you explain this thing not happening to you? People go to the club, get in an argument about stepping on somebody's shoe and end up dead. You on the street telling the white man he's the devil, and you come home and drink liquor and women and kids, and you live the life that somebody would say you should not live because the Lord is with you. You get the point? It's important, and they understood that, and they would kill for it. All right, let's keep going.
Chapter 20. Then all the children of Israel went out, and the congregation was gathered together as one man from Dan even unto Beersheba, with the land of Gilead, unto the Lord in Mespah. Verse 2. And the chief of all the people, even of all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of God, 400,000 footmen that draw sword. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel were gone up to Mizpah. Then said the children of Israel, tell us how was this wickedness? Verse 4, and the Levite, the husband of the woman that was slain, answered and said, I came to Gibeah that belongeth unto Benjamin, I and my concubine to lodge. And the men of Gibeah rose against me and beset the house round about upon me by night, and thought to have slain me, and my concubine have they forced that she is dead. And I took my concubine and cut her in pieces and sent her throughout all the country inheritance of Israel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel.
Right, so they're asking him, and he's just telling them why he did what he did. All right, sister, on the restroom.
Cool.
All right, no sir. And they tell him why he did what he did. You get the point? Cool. So now, skip me down to verse 13.
Verse 13. Now therefore deliver us the men, the children of Belial, which are in Gibeah, that we may put them to death and put away evil from Israel.
You understand? That is the purpose of this thing here. That's the purpose of this thing. You got to put away evil from. All right, go ahead.
But the children of Benjamin would not hearken to the voice of their brethren, the children of Israel. But the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the city unto Gibeah to go out to battle against the children of Israel.
So now you understand what I'm saying, where if this is going on, you have a society that's not pure. You understand? This is not saying the tribe of Benjamin were all homosexuals. You get the point? These men were doing something, but there was other evil going on in that city of Benjamin. And now because of it, it was hard pressed for you to exact judgment on these men, because it's, you know what it is? It's he who is without sin cast the first stone. That's what it is. You can't bring judgment down if your shit ain't right. It's something within us. It's something within us. It's only a hypocrite will do it. But it's something within us where, nigga, my shit ain't clean. I can't even, you know, how could I can't do that. How could I say something about you when my shit ain't clean? Oh, God. You know what I mean? Israelites would do that. A heathen, shit. Heathen rape 10 babies and still throw you in jail. You understand? The cops who stop you for a speeding ticket will rape some woman they stop. And they stand there and read. Did you know how fast he was going? Son, so and so and so, son, stay right there. You're always breaking the law. And he just raped somebody woman or touched somebody woman inappropriately. You get the point? Oh, that's a heathen. That's what they do. But brothers, we amongst ourselves, we have a certain righteousness that's in us that's hard to explain. But we don't fully understand that. That's why we overtake them with disobeying the law. You get the point? Oh, and that's what's going on here. They couldn't deliver them up because now, if they were right, those men would have been put to death long ago. What's the proof? The older brother knew there were men like this in the street. That's why he said, nigga, don't stay in the streets. God. They knew some shit was going on, but ain't nobody taking care of it. Ain't nobody handling the situation. Why? Because you yourself ain't right. And you're going to have to be right if you have to make the Lord's house clean. You're going to have to be right if you're going to push bullshit out. Like, imagine today, police brutalities, crack cocaine, child molestation, rape, whoring, pimping, drug abuse. Imagine now we building this clean house. Like it's now in the UK here, it's a handful of you guys. This thing is going to grow from what I see in Leicester last night. This thing is going to grow, and it's going to grow beyond your wildest dreams. Brother, and every household is going to be, I mean, it's amazing. Even your rib, I mean, when she called to find out if the sister from London could stay, she was all willing, brother, which it blew my mind. I was like, well, goddamn, you know what I mean? She was willing to house the sister. Now imagine, take that and multiply by 1,000. Now we can keep a full Passover here and not have to worry about shit. Benjamin and his rib tell me I can stay here for the month, stay here for the year if I have to build a school up. Brother, take that and multiply it by families. And now we have families and kids going to school in fringes and shields. And the teacher knows to separate the children during the Christmas bullshit and the Easter bullshit. And everybody's separate and they give us respect. And then somebody decides to be a faggot somewhere around. You're going to be like, nigga, I ain't going back to getting stopped by no cop. I ain't going back to my son walking the street and getting laid to hell out. I ain't going back to that. You either change or I'm going to cut your goddamn head off. I think that's how you're going to be. You're going to be so full out zealous, brother. A man over you is going to have to tell you, brother, put that gun down. Yeah, kick him out. Blindfold him, go drop him on the other side of the bridge where white people are. Let him go live with them if you want to be a faggot. If you want to be a drug addict. You want to smoke weed? No problem. Go smoke weed with Lambar. You understand? But on this side, we ain't doing it. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I might need you to see more on some of this too after. Please, when you come back, some eyes on some, some good strong. You want to pick up for him, man?
Sure.
Right? So that's what's going on here. Now, from here, a great war broke out. A great war in Israel broke out, and it's not, don't think it's because the whole tribe was homosexual or the whole tribe was defending homosexuality. It's more so the culture of Israel. Now go to Deuteronomy 10. Deuteronomy 10 and 1. Let's start right there. All right.
Deuteronomy 10, verse 1. At the time the Lord said unto me, Heat thee 2 tables of stone like unto the first, and come up unto me into the mount, and make thee an ark of wood.
Hold on, that might be it. It might be 21. Yeah, 21. 21, start at 1. All right, this is the precept, or this is the history on the laws for murder in Israel. All right, and the laws for violations in Israel. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 21, verse 1. If one be found slain in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee to possess it, lying in the field, and it be not known who have slain him, then the elders and thy judges shall come forth, and they shall measure unto the cities which are round about him that is slain.
Right, so what's happening here? Read it one more time if you're unclear. You all following?
Yeah.
You sure? Yeah. Everybody all right? I ain't too boring, man. I know I ain't correct here. I know correct. I'm class pocket. You know what I mean? I ain't the big man himself. Not too much I say.
Deuteronomy 21, verse 1. If one be found slain in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee to possess, it lying in the field, and it be not known who have slain him, then thy elders and thy judges shall come forth, and they shall measure unto the cities which are round about him.
Does anybody want water or anything? Juice, soda, anything? Sure? You have water? Sure? You straight? Water? Karate, this is a bottle of water, all right? No. Go ahead, man.
Which are round about that him that is slain. So is it basically, in this one, is it saying what the process is if someone is found killed, murdered?
And typically what happens in Israel, you just find a body in the drain, in a dumpster somewhere, floating in a river. The killer ain't gonna be there. The person who do it ain't gonna be there. You get the point? You just walked in now?
I got my key now, sir.
Oh, slack. Okay. I was just about to jump on crack your neck. You know what I mean? So you find a body laying there, right? What is there? What do they start doing? You put some. Nah, wait, you put mix it. No. Mix it. Talk to Banyan. You don't mix it up. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And thy elders and thy judges shall come forth, and they shall measure unto the cities which are round about him that is slain.
Listen. Good.
And it shall be that the city which is next unto the slain man, even the elders of that city, shall take an heifer which have not been right with, and which have not drawn in the yoke.
All right, let me explain it to you. It might be how it's worded, you ain't understanding. Go ahead.
I was just about to say if you could
break it down, no sweat. They find a body. Let's say they find a body here. What's the closest city? What city we in now? What's this area? Birmingham. All right, let's go local. This is Handsworth, right? Surrounding Handsworth is what? Aston. What else?
Yeah, Aston.
Oh yeah. What else? Winston Green. Say again.
LaSalle's.
All right, let's say them three. Right? Find a body here, basically in the center, right? You start measuring which cities is closest to this body, right? Because that's where we're gonna start looking for this criminal. And you're gonna call all the leaders up. They're gonna take a bull, a female, another bull, a cow, a heifer, who ain't drawn in field, and never worked, never been bred. Bring her out, cut her head off. And everybody know how to come and appear before all these priests and wash their hands in the blood. Right? As if to say, I wash my hands of this body. Nobody from my city did it. What happens before those priests get there? They would go through their city and be like, one of you niggas did something. If you all did it, come forth and say now. And I will show you why he'll do that. Because the city will suffer for a murderer. Like we come from a society where, okay, the white man's laws encourage murder. Why? Because somebody would decide to be a hero and say, you know what? So what? I'll throw my life away. I'll go have sex with 10 women today, make kids, and I'll go murder somebody and get life in jail, right? In Israel, if you're a murderer, your city suffers. You see that whole thing of, what's the two areas here that clash? What's the two cities that
Aston and Handsworth.
Aston and Handsworth. Somebody from Aston, assuming somebody from Aston do something to somebody from Handsworth. Do people go look for that one man? What happens?
Massacre, drive-by.
What happens?
Innocent people usually get.
If there's anybody from the area, they might go look for him at first, but usually he gone. So what happened? Oh, you and they say, you from where? Handsworth? Yeah, Handsworth, man, deal with him. That's our spirit, because that's from the Bible. When somebody from one city kills another person, if that city don't deal with that shit, we gonna deal with the whole city. You get the point? It's not one-on-one. It ain't, well, we don't have to do nothing. We just, it ain't, what happened here with Benjamin was mercy of giving him up. But you ain't give him up, brother. Everybody suffer, which is, it's forcing you. It's making, it's like saying, maybe if you don't come forth, I'm gonna kill your child. I'm gonna kill your brother, I'm gonna kill your woman, I'm gonna kill your grandmother, I'm gonna kill your neighbor, I'm gonna kill his neighbor, I'm gonna kill your cousin. I'm gonna keep killing until you come forward.
It's like today, the white man said, if you don't tell us who did it, we'll lock you up for, like you know someone killed someone, you won't say it. They'll lock you up if you don't say it.
Okay, and still that's encouraging it. Because even, okay, look at the thing with Mark Duggan. They want, it's gun police, right? Anti-firearm squad, right? Armed response, right? They lock people up who have guns on the streets. Mark Duggan didn't assuming he had a gun. He didn't go down to the docks and get the gun from an Arab boat. He get the gun from somebody who gave him the shoebox. That's what they said. Or else they'd have got him as soon as he left his woman's house because he'd already have it. Why not just go in the building with the nigga with the shoebox?
Oh, God.
The white man's laws is meant to promote crime because crime is profitable for him. Our laws are meant to stop it. Speed cameras do not stop speeding. It's profitable. What would stop speeding?
Making cars that don't.
That's it. And Carter saying, hey, you're trying to charge me for driving fast. Go tell Benz don't make no more fast cars. You know what I mean? That's logical. You mad because I'm doing 200. Go tell Benz make cars that go 45. Then you ain't got to worry about me speeding. You understand? like our laws are righteous. White man's laws is for profit, is gain. All right, so keep reading. You'll see what we're talking about. Where we at? Deuteronomy 21 and what?
Verse 4.
Go ahead. We might go over the time by a little bit. All right, 10, 15 minutes. All right.
And the elders of that city shall bring down the heifer unto a rough valley, which is neither ear nor sown.
Now this valley is nothing was ever planted there. This field is going to be a field that's just nothing is there. Nothing. We're saying there's nobody crops. There's nobody field to graze, and nothing was grown there. Right. Go ahead.
And shall strike off the heifer's neck there in the valley, and the priest the sons of Levi shall come near, for them the Lord thy God have chosen to minister unto him, and to bless in the name of the Lord, and by the word shall every controversy and every stroke be tried. Right,
so the priest of the Lord put those priests to hear every issue, which is what's so righteous. Like, we are a people who do not have someone who would hear our issues. That's why there's divorce court and child support court and TV and TV court. And, we go to the white man for everything. Well, we should have people amongst us who we go to for judgment. And we should trust those men to say, no, you right and you wrong. And nobody likes to be wrong. I ain't saying if I say you're wrong, smile and throw a goddamn party. Nobody likes to be wrong. God. But suck it up. So what? You're wrong. Swallow your pride, say sorry, go home, and come back tomorrow. If you love your family, if you love your people, you understand? Like, we should have people like that set up here. If we do that, guess who doesn't get paid?
Judges.
The judges don't get paid. Police. The lawyers. The electric company that supplies power to the courtroom don't get no money. If we could just call a council and the priest right here, come and we decide. No, I understand. Yeah, okay, no sweat, sis. Talk too loud, say I understand that. That's your husband. You can't get divorced. All right. I understand, brother. Let's see. Talk to you. We'll talk to him. That's your brother. Case closed. Brother, you been with the sister here? Yes, sir. That child is yours. You can't throw her away. Case closed. Brother, their society would crumble now. Crumble. Like, people want to, okay, now I understand it. People riot and want to kill cops. Brother, I want to see a cop going in the food stamps line. I want to see him dead. I want to see him in the food stamps line. I want to see him panhandling. I want to see him on the side of the goddamn street begging. And then I want Christ to come back and get him as a slave. I don't want him dying now. Why? I want to be able to take his children in slavery. Imagine he have a son like Ben running around here. He happy. Ben is the joy of the house. Ben running, making noise, doing everything. He like a little man, like a little banyan running around the goddamn house. Imagine now this cop has a son like that, and he was abusive to my people. I'm gonna come. That's his son. Yes, sir. Yes, sire. He better call Messiah too. Better come right with it. Yes, sire. That's a nice boy. Thank you, sire. Then he started trembling because I'm watching his son too much. Sire, please, I have a donkey. I don't want a donkey, devil. Give me that boy. Sire, please, take my daughter. I'll take them too, but I'm taking that thing there. And I'll get a box, put some packing 4 minutes, some sponge, give them a bottle to last half a day. Because I want, if you're shipping something, they ship by weight. I don't want that nigga heavy in there. I want it light. And tape that box up, bore some holes in it, and sell that devil to a plantation. I want that. I want to see that cop drop to his knees in horror and scream like a pregnant woman because I sold his son. That's what Mark Duggan parents and family and sisters felt. I want him to feel it and live. And then next morning, I'll go to the barn and say, what's a good white boy name up here? What's a true white boy English name? Tim. Yes, sire. No, he gonna say, what? I'm gonna say, what did you say, Tim? Yes. Yes, who? Yes, sire. go outside and clean the shit. He's going to say, sire, I don't feel well. I'm saying, Tim, I do not give a damn. Go clean it. And as soon as he cleans it, I run the horse right back and let shit again. And then I come to him and say, Tim, you know, you've been working really hard. I'll help you get your son back. And he goes, say, thank you, sire. Thank you. What do I have to do? Well, Tim, your brother been giving me trouble. Tim, if he was more like you, Tim, you're such a good devil. Don't they say that? You're such a good, young, educated black man. You speak so well. You're a credit to your race. Tim, I want you to whip your brother. Sorry, Tim, well, we don't have much time, you know, Tim. I heard your son was going to be sold again. Brother, that devil's going to go crazy in his mind. I don't want him dead, brother. I want him to suffer. Like, we don't understand it. And you're half of y'all in here ain't coming back to class because you're saying we're shot crazy. But we don't understand what they did to us. The fact that we just passive and just, well, slavery was a long time ago. Not every white person is bad. You know, the fact that we're there, it means they did something to us where we accept being raped. Imagine a sister, and some women go understand, and brothers, if you have a sister who went through it. Imagine a sister who gets violated, and then she just accepts it. That woman is a shell. There's nothing in her. She's dead inside. She's just walking and living, and it's just flesh. There's nothing in there. That's black people. Something was done to us, and we never got justice. And we've been taught that we don't deserve justice, which is the bigger crime. Brother, I want to sell some white newborns. I don't know about you. I don't need the plantation. I just need to connect. I'm going to be the nigga selling bucks. You understand? So now, say again? Yeah, this is right. That's what I'm talking about. I need some help. Your sisters want to sell no white babies? No, you're half a little too tender. You're going to be like, but he's just a baby. Bust his head. The Bible in Psalm said, happy shall he be that take the little ones by their ankle and dash their heads against the stone. That's right. That's in the Bible. King David was singing that song. You all think I'm lying? There's an army general called Andrew Jackson that did that to Native Indians when he was marching them. Pregnant woman who was slowing up the line, he ripped them babies by their ankles and slammed their heads against the trees to kill them and left them right there because they was walking too slow. Now, I'm selling the baby, I ain't killing him. Maybe I might tell the person I'm shipping them to kill the child and then tell you your child's still alive and I'll take you to see him. Maybe I'll mess with you like that. Because what you did to me was vile and foul. And because what you did, I have a society now where people would get high, sell drugs, rape, rob, murder their own. And we all accept it like it's normal. When that shit is not normal. And we need to have a righteous society. And this is how it's done, right? So they call everybody down. Those men, before they come down, would go through their city and make sure there wasn't anybody in here. And we live in a time where if the Lord is not with you, brother, you are scared. So you are going to tell the truth. And people would say, no, it's not me. And the priest could go and represent saying, nobody in my city did it. With confidence that the Lord watching. Now, somebody is not going to show up because in their city, he's going to say, listen, man, he did so and so, blah, blah. Somebody's not going to show up. That person who didn't show up, that city gets felled on by all the other tribes. You understand? That ain't shooting a fair one. That's a beat down to let you know we don't tolerate sin in here. Come on.
So when you say city, you're not talking about tribe, you're talking about city. Like
well, the cities was the tribe. Okay, it's like where is Jerusalem?
in Israel.
It's in Israel, but where is it?
In Judah.
It's in Southern Kingdom. You get the point? Like the cities was in the land of the tribes. It's like Mexico City in Mexico. You get the point?
So in that case, you could have Benjamin fighting other Benjamites. Separate cities divided.
Oh yeah, because remember the old man who took this brother, and he was an Ephraimite living in Benjamin. The Levite was an Ephraimite. You get the point? So you could live amongst, but this is a Benjamite. That's what it said here. He went to a city where Benjamites dwell. You understand?
So what I mean, like, it's not a tribal thing, it's a city thing. So you can have Benjamin along with Judah and Ephraim going to war with the Benjamite city.
Be righteous. That's all I can tell you. Forget this tribe and the city. Obey the law. You understand? Go ahead. You to what? You good?
Yeah.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 21 verse 5.
Uh-huh.
And the priests, the sons of the Levite, shall come near, for them the Lord thy God have chosen to minister unto him, and to bless in the name of the Lord. And by their word shall every controversy and every stroke be tried. And all the elders of that city that are next unto the slain man shall wash their hands over the heifer that is beheaded in the valley.
Right.
And they shall answer and say, our hands have not shed this blood, neither have our eyes seen it. Be merciful, O Lord, unto thy people Israel, whom thou hast redeemed.
So go ahead.
And lay not innocent blood unto thy people of Israel's charge. Right?
So don't lay innocent blood, meaning we know bloodshed is going to come from this. Lord, you are my witness. I'm witnessing before you. Now you are to make this witness before the priest. Israel, okay, our culture, the Catholic Church is the ones who bring, oh Lord, pray to the Lord. It's okay, you pray to the Lord, but when you come to make a vow before the Lord, a promise, you have to make it before a priest. That's in the Bible. There's the Levites there, and these men coming down over this cow that's done been beheaded, and they wash their hands over the cow to say, I have nothing to do with this innocent death. Don't let no innocent blood be shed in my city. Oh Lord, don't lay this charge upon Israel innocently. All right, keep going.
And the blood shall be forgiven them. So shall they put away the guilt of innocent blood from among you.
Right, so each leader has to now make sure the Lord don't take vengeance on your city. You get the point? Go ahead.
When thou shalt do that which is right in the sight of the Lord, when thou goest forth to war against thine enemies.
You understand now? So now, this here is giving you a long concubine. When it goes forth to war against your enemies, who is your enemies?
In this context,
There's only one context.
the enemy is the city that murdered his brother.
That's it. At this point, the nigga who don't show up to wash his hands, his city is the one that demands it. And when we come there, when we all gather all Israel and pack food for the journey, we ain't coming down there for him alone, brother. You understand? Which is why the reaction is like that. It's like, yo, them niggas coming. You ain't trying to talk at that time. You know what's going on. He coming, that means coming for war. So now, going up to war against the enemies is these men saying they're going to war against the city that did it, right? Go ahead. You think to what? All right, no sorry. Go ahead.
When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and the Lord thy God have delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife, then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month. And after that thou shalt go in unto her and be her husband.
All right, so now explain that part to me. Who understands it? Let me see one of the sisters understand. Come
on. The woman.
They won
the war.
Oh, they won the war, right? Go ahead.
And she's allowed to mourn her parents for a month. For a month. And
this is where they get that 40 days thing from the church. You know, the repass and all that shit. This is where they get it from, right? This is just mercy because she, witnessed her father get cut in half. All right, go ahead.
Then he's allowed to sleep with her, and therefore she'll become his wife.
She'll become his wife. And but what's the raiment of her captivity? Paring her nails and shaving her head. What is that?
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Go ahead.
What was that? Why did she have to shave her head?
Because you might. Anybody understand?
So everyone knows where she's come from.
That's it. It's to signify that you might have you might have other wives. You paid a dowry for them, right? This woman is not like your other wives. This woman is a woman you got in war. Now, after her hair could grow back, it doesn't say you have to keep her head shaved.
Okay.
But this is, even if her hair grow back, people don't know. Yeah. This broad, you know what I mean? You the wife you got in war. I don't want to say like that, but it's like that. You understand? And okay, now it seems like it's cruel, but this is our law. This is what you will learn growing up as a child. So if you know that growing up as a child, if you're a father and you have daughters, you're making sure your city don't fall to decay. Because your daughters is just going to be taken. And not taken in terms of rape, but, taken. And taken at the expense of your life. And if you're a sister, you're going to grow up knowing that if you do something against the Lord is going to allow men to come in and kill your family. And I mean, you could fight them and run away, but you're going to be left. You're going to be, who going to feed you? Who going to protect you? Who going to clothe you? You might as well go and be with your brother. And so you're growing up with that mindset. So it's not that blunt in today's society how we see it. You get the point?
So that's deep, sir, because even in war, there's still brotherhood.
Hell yes, brotherhood. I mean, you would take whoever is left. But if you wanted to marry that girl, that's what you had to do. If you wanted her to be your woman. Remember he said if you see a beautiful woman that you desire. This ain't just every woman don't have to go through it. Maybe you just take her and say, listen, well, who? Her father died. She had to wash the dishes in the house if she had to eat. She got a place to stay, but you gonna serve in the house. You understand? His wife might run a business. She need help. She needs somebody to go to the store and bring me silk for her to sew the dresses. Your family got destroyed because they sit in your city. You're not left out there to die for some Hamites or some Chinese to come run and take you to be their whores. You're gonna come, but you're gonna work for this woman. And you're gonna get food, you're gonna get lodging. At first it's gonna be a little rough because it ain't in your house. But guess what happens after a while? Some young man gonna come in that store and see you and start talking to the boss of the house for you. You're gonna get your life back, but not the life you had. This is just to let you know it's important to be staunch about keeping the spirit of the Lord everywhere. We all have a responsibility to keep our society how it is. You understand? Now our external society is done going to decay because we listen to the white man and our false preachers. But this thing in here could grow. What we have in here could grow and spread all throughout the Israelis. And we could keep it like that if we understand that, boy, no, in this time, because of grace, I can't send Karaka to your house to cut your head off because you ain't paying no tithes. As much as I want to, as much as I want to go myself and stick the blade in your throat and then take your money, that's fine. But what would the Lord do to punish a society? What would the Lord do? You kill a brother. There's no priest. There's no nothing to lead. There's nothing set up that the leaders from the cities around would go and roll on that city. What would the Lord do to make sure this law stays?
Make you locked up. Make the white man lock you up.
Make the white man come in there, lock you up, and kill your son, rape your daughter. So the Lord is saying, you can have that, or you can have this right here. What you want. You understand? If you really want to take it there, what happened to Mark Duggan, and some people will never understand this, and really I don't give a damn, is the truth. What happened to Mark Duggan is our fault. You understand? The white man is the devil. He's wrong. He's an animal. But it's our fault that an animal is ruling over us. It's our fault. Because we want to get high. What's wrong with weed? Ain't nothing wrong with getting high. Ain't nothing wrong with loving white women and having sex with white men. Ain't nothing wrong with whatever foolishness you're doing that's a sin in the Bible. It's free. Cops kill Mark Duggan, burn the place down. I understand the pain. But brother, if you really understand what's going on, that whole thing is our fault. But the white man is still the devil. He doesn't have to do what he's doing to us. He doesn't have to. That's in the Bible too. The Bible said that I did not sell them to you for their destruction, but you forwarded the affliction. Meaning, imagine you go to jail to serve a period of time, and then you come back out. And imagine as you go in there, they steal your wallet, steal your ID, beat you up in your head, drug you till you don't remember who you are, sexually abuse you, force you to work do all kind of horrible things, and then let you go. And then keep you longer than the 5 years. Keep you for 20. That's what the white man did to us. Every other captivity we've been in, we were allowed to keep our language, allowed to keep our identity, our culture, our laws. This is the only captivity we were stripped of everything and kept and abused and misused. You get the point? Supposed to keep them for a while and let them go. Everybody else did. And that's something deep to understand. If you could take the death of every Black, Hispanic, Native Indian man and woman as your own fault, we would do amazing things to teach Black people to be better. If we could look at it, it's one thing to say that's wrong for killing that brother. You want to hit? You understand? If we could look at it and say, man, they fucked up for killing him. Excuse my language. And smoking this thing again. To hell with that. You going to the strip club out? No, I'm good. I ain't doing that no more. I ain't doing that no more. I'm not going to give them an opportunity to do to me what I've seen them do to my brothers. I'm going to make it so that the Lord will defend me with them. That Eric Garner, you know about Eric Garner in New York? The cops trying to say I can't breathe. Do you know what the coroner's report was? That how he died?
Heart problems.
Said he died of a heart attack, cardiac arrest, not strangulation. Which means while he was on the floor, he got a heart attack and died. Now, of course, the circumstances contributed to that. It's like being scared and you're out of breath. But you don't think the Lord could have given them cops a heart attack? How come they didn't get a heart attack and die? The Lord is against us badly. And we have to make sure that we get him back on our side. And there's two ways to do it. Keep the law yourself. Make sure the people around you doing it. Don't allow bullshit to creep in. Don't allow it. Get on it. It's brotherly to correct someone. It's sisterly to go to someone about something. You understand? Don't sit and let it fester and turn into a big sore that now we all look like you're faking. Yeah, the headpieces look nice, nigga, but you fall as hell. You understand? Okay. Don't let it get there. When the Lord say come before him with boldness, don't be afraid to come with a problem. Don't be afraid to come and get counsel about something. Because we could just stay here and die. Them little children could grow up and have a worse life than you did and I did. You all know what we've been through. You ain't want that for your kids. I know I don't want shit that happened to me that happened to my children. I don't want none of that mess to happen. I try to shield them from everything and grow them up without the demons that I grew up with from my parents. When I say the things our parents held dear to us and what they deem as discipline and what they deem as proper is based on the white man. They stifle Israel's spirit. Right? So a simple thing like a haircut. How many of you see videos where the child losing his mind because the barber there, Why do? And then you blame the child. Now you say he's a bad boy. He needs licks. He needs licks. He's two. Why not just let him grow his hair and braid it? That's our culture. You understand? Like there's things we have to do different. And we're going to have to be real staunch about keeping brotherhood, keeping sisterhood and building a family. Because it is worth it. Because Mark Duggan could be your brother or your son next. You could be the next one. And the white man is the devil now. He's created to be evil on the earth. That's his purpose. But boy, he don't have to be evil to you. The Lord could make sure he stays clear of you. He don't have to ever come around you. Or the Lord could say, you know what, like he did with Job, remove the hedge, run them up. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen, no problem. Let the white man go in there and do what he wants. And maybe they'll cry to me after. But we still crying to Allah and Buddha and Haile Selassie and Scientology and every other thing but the laws in this book. What happened to Eric Garner, Michael Brown, Mark Duggan, Sandra Bland is each and every one of our fault. For all the pork we ate before, all the weed we smoked before, all the horse we had before, all the whoring we did before, that is our payment. Suck it down, take it in, and change your life. And be staunch about changing your life. Because there are other lives in here that depend on it. If you don't care about them, go ahead, get high. You understand? Go ahead, get high. So this is what happened with the brothers in Judges. You understand?
Oh,
a war happened. And now a war went on to happen, brother. And all of Israel fell on Benjamin. It was like 3 battles. Then the first 2, Benjamin fought back and beat badly. Then the priest went to the Lord and asked them how to beat Benjamin. And they had to pull them out of their dwelling place. It was like a mountainous area. And they had to meet them in the plains. And that's how they put the beating on them. And brother, there was no women left in Benjamin. It was like how many men? 600 men left? It's a few hundred brothers left. Benjamin was fitting to not be a tribe anymore over this shit here. You understand? Because they wanted to. These brothers knew that going back into Egypt for this shit, they'd rather be the 11 lost tribes of Israel. It's like, well, listen, we're going to cut you all off. To hell with you all. The slaughter stopped. There was a council later on how we're going to restore Benjamin. And of course, men did not want to give their daughters to the brothers because of the evil that was going on in the city. It's like, you know, your daughter bring home some brother in the street. You all know your sisters like them rough brothers. You don't want no, you know what I mean, no Christian coming in their suit and tie with pink shit. You want the brother who could protect you. The brother who has some spirit in him. Father is like, you ain't having my daughter. That's what happened to Benjamin. And they had to have a council where, for the sake of the tribe, they would allow their daughters to marry the brothers. And they had a feast, and they told the brothers, y'all could go and see what y'all get. Meaning, y'all could go down there and talk to her sister, and if she's willing to get with you, she get with you. And by the mercy of the Lord, those brothers got wives and restored the tribe over and over again. And from that, what's the tribe of Benjamin known today for?
Hating homosexuality.
Being against homosexuality. It's damn near the only tribe that put it in their songs, like, you know what I mean? Bona Batiman, this, Bombay. It's in our spirit. It's in our DNA. It's damn near like your flesh and bones remember Gideon. It's like that. You get the point? Like, because of it, we are staunch. We are like, man, that's no Batiman. No. You understand? But what we forget while we say no Batiman.
Smoking weed or
why? It's easy to. I see them stone a faggot to death, brother. And people misunderstood me. How could you stone him to death? Right? There's one recently, brother. They dropped a boulder on his head. Before the head split, I had to throw the screen up. I couldn't take it no more. And everybody, now I'm sure people think, well, damn, Mashak's soft for these faggots. That's not it. Them same niggas who put him to death would not stone a stripper to death. That hoe who they paying to do all sorts of things to them, why don't drive her outside and stone them to death? Anybody knows why? Anybody knows why people, not because of the reason I just said, why is it in our culture to stone a homosexual and beat him up and bust his head up? But a whore, who everybody knows is easy, will open her legs for anybody. They don't put her to death. Why?
They enjoy it.
Say again?
They enjoy it.
They enjoy what?
The women.
You're right. If it gives us pleasure, it's okay. So you mean to tell me the only way this brother can live is if he gives you pleasure? That's homosexual in itself. Right? You understand the type of man that would, no, it's one thing to be against it, but it's another thing to be like, I'm going to kill this guy. That's really a sexual lust. That's something, he can't give me no ass. I'm going to kill him. She twerking, she ready, she giving it up to whoever have money. Come on. So if you can have pleasure in sin, it's okay. But if the sin you can have pleasure with it, it's not okay. Brother, that's backwards. That's That's back. I'm telling you straight up, that's backwards.
That's why a lot of people don't mind having two women, like having
at the same time.
At the same time. Like,
Yeah, because it's pleasure. And brother, to obey the Lord, you have to fight your flesh. You damn near have to be against what feels good, which is the spirit of UPK, where people look at UPK and be like, you're so mean and serious and militant. It's a defense, because if we get too happy and jolly, guess what's going to happen in here with all these shields and these armbands? Guess what's going to happen? Child molestation. We're going to get caught with shooting transsexuals in the face like them purple faggots. Or we're going to be letting Palestinians in like them GOCC faggots. You get the point? Oh, if we are happy and joyous, part of serving the Lord is denying pleasure. Because sin comes in pleasure. There's damn near no sin that's like hard to do. Pork tastes good, right? Shrimp tastes good, right? Them homosexuals like what they do. You get with a whore, that feels good, right? Give me one sin that don't feel good. It's name it. So I can go do it. There's no sin that does not feel good, which is why your gauge on life cannot be what feels good. You understand? It's like a child coughing at night, trying to get any medicine. He don't want it because it don't taste good. He rather eat the candy. That's not gonna help him. And you're gonna have to be that way. You're gonna have to accept correction that don't feel good is gonna help you. You're gonna have to develop that spirit, because if you don't have it, brother, you're gonna be full of whatever feels good. He doesn't make me feel good. He doesn't talk to me nice enough. Man, she doesn't make me. I don't know. Just over the years, I fell out of love with her. She don't make me nigga feel. Nigga, you come to me asking for my daughter or my sister. I say okay. Then 6 months later, you telling me about your goddamn feelings, brother. I'm gonna break your jaw. I'm gonna ask you how that feel. since we all into feelings and shit, I'm gonna ask you how that feel. This is not about feelings. This is about what's right and what's wrong. This has nothing to do with feelings. F your feelings for the kids. I'll say it how I want. Forget your feelings. Go ahead.
Kind of like mentioning Hannah brought out, like when you go to your slave or your work, you don't do what feels good. You don't wake up when you feel like it. You go according to the rules.
That's right.
And then the slavery went through because of that. And then the Lord saying, what's right, not what feels right.
Exactly.
That we have a nice society.
Exactly. On your slavery, does it feel good to wake up early? How many of you all wake up early for slavery? Does it feel good to go to class? I know Monday is a bitch for you. You know what I mean? It don't feel good, right? Brother, he into music. Listen, does it feel good going everywhere? The white people who own the industry go to. Remember you posted a picture about the sister that get the award? And low key, there was a group. I'll pick it up from the picture. I didn't know nothing about the award or nothing. I asked him, well, what's going on here? Who was this sister? And he explained to me, you could pick it up. Right there in that organization, it's a low key, we get in the short end of the stick, meaning Israelites, right? Because it's usually run by Africans and heathens. But in that mishmash of, hey, that's a good song, hey, listen, top 10, all that bullshit, we get in the short end of the stick. And it was a sister got the award, right? Yeah. And the Israelites was happy she got the award because it's like, yes, stick it to them niggas. You know what I mean? That don't feel good. It don't feel good to smile on somebody's face. But you do it, right? Because you have to eat. We can't only just do things that we do it because I need to eat. I have to do the right thing by you because you're my brother, you're my sister. I have to do the right thing by you, regardless of how I feel. F your feelings. Let me ask you something. Before, what trouble did feelings get you into? With weed and relationships and children. Imagine the things feelings got you into. How many people get locked up because of a feeling? And then he looked at me wrong. I feel he's trying to I think, come on. Feelings is Satan. What matters is what's on the table. You understand? What you feel is in this book. What do you think is in this book? Who cares? What matters is what's actually in the book. If an incident didn't happen, it didn't matter. If you said something to me, you bumped into me, You didn't say something to me. That matters. I can't sit here and be like, some sisters think I'm boring. They know, they wish Karafi was up here. Brother, that's goddamn satanic. Who cares? You get the point? Like, I can't sit here and figure out what's going on with you or what's going on with you, which is what drives us to be evil to each other. You get the point? We're going to have to be staunch about keeping a righteous spirit amongst us, or else this what we have here, which to me is heaven, is going to turn to hell this quick. You understand? Any other questions, right? Come on.
Stuff like Sister Yvonne from Manchester.
Right up on time. Let's go over by 10 minutes, all right? If you all don't mind, all right?
Okay. Go ahead. So why does a man dishonor his head if he has it uncovered?
If he has it covered, you mean? Okay, let's read it.
1 Corinthians 14.
First Corinthians 11. 1 Corinthians 11 and 1.
1 Corinthians 11 and 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things.
Hold on a second. Benjamin, does your room might have an extra scarf? You can give your sister now here. An extra one, sister. Appreciate that. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye may remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I have delivered them unto you. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with their head uncovered, dishonoreth her head.
All right, anybody understands that?
Come on.
Don't try by them. Come on.
So would it be like, obviously, if a woman's supposed to cover her head, a man doing it, that's like wearing a skirt or something?
Brother, you be saying some kind of shit. I be on the way gay from, but it should be fucking right. So I be like,
God.
Brother Benjamin said something the other night in the car, brother. I was like, you know, this nigga is right, God. It was weird as shit. I was like, Benjamin, where's the club, brother? I'm like, come on, I need to have an excuse to come back to England besides you. You know what I mean? Come carry me where all the single ladies is at. Benjamin says, I don't really go to club too tough, you know what I mean? The rat starts inside there, he's not talking to shit. You know, so I was trying to keep up with it, right? No, he said, but he said to be honest, I'd rather go to the bar and chill. He said, because the club is like war. And it's like the woman in there, that's the battleground. And the makeup is like your war paint. And when they in there, it's like they on the high ground, because you have to get a few drinks so they talk to them. So it's like you come into them already and they win the battle. But if you see them on the street when they're not all decked up and you talk to them, now they're more like putty in your hand. That's why they get nervous and don't want to talk to you. Like you could go to what's going on, sis, and you see her blushing and shit. But when she in the club under the lights and you know what I mean, and she, you know, they in a circle and they do on the turn and blah, 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 and you talk to them and she really look at all her girls laughing. He's like, that's war, brother, and that's that war thing, that's like the war. And I already know I ain't going there. And I sit down there, I was like, this nigga, I'm gonna see, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna find out what the hell he's smoking. I'm gonna talk to the general, because there's some high shit. I just sit back, I was like, you know, this mother, is he right? I was like, brother, you right, brother. I ain't going to no goddamn club. You know what I mean? But you're right. It's okay. Who is the head of man?
Yahusha.
Where is he?
In heaven.
Can you see him?
No.
That's why our head is uncovered. Our head is not here. You get the point? Our head is different. It's that covering for a woman is humility. We are not, men are not humble. You get the point? Her head is right here in front of her. She has to be humble. She can't let all that glory flow, brother. She can't do that. She can't expose everything about her that makes her a woman to everybody. She got to be humble. It's about being humble. You get the point? Cover that head. We don't need to see, how glorious that hairstyle is, distracting the whole class. Your sisters don't understand. You're a distraction. You know what I mean? You're a distraction. Israel had the baddest woman on the planet. You walk in that class, hair all over, curls all over. It's like, I'm talking to the air because all the brothers is like, yeah, the book of, so I don't know, can you explain? Because you watching across there, she ought to be covered. She ought to be, you know what I mean? It's just part of how the structure is. The brother, he don't have to be covered. He's allowed to be lion. You get the point? It's like a lion and a lioness. Just think like that. She don't got no mane, imagine covered. The lion, he is raw. He is that thing. You uncover. You get the point? That's it. So he don't have to cover himself. He is the Lord on earth. He is the master on earth. You get the point? That's it.
Go ahead. So another question. So could you explain the rapture? 1 Thessalonians 4:17.
All right, let's go quickly. All right. Are we looking on the light? Light in the light. Don't hammer up. You're looking like highlights and all. So I'm looking blue, looking like Casper teaching the guy. You only see him on a smile. Where's my shot? Oh, there he is. Don't do that to us. Go ahead. Quickly, all right, and then we wrap the class up. Where we at? First what?
1 Thessalonians 4:17. 1 Thessalonians.
I had an article to read here since I got called out last night about Hamites. I have the proof right here about the Ghanaian leaders and where it is? Ghana, Nigeria. The leaders go in their records and apologize for slavery because of their role in slavery. And they said in here, I'm gonna read it maybe next class for you, but this is the proof. They said people think Africa was one huge, everybody was together when it was not. The people who they served was a distinct people, separate. That's what they said. So how Africans sold Africans? Nah. Africans sold another group of people. Let's put it like that, since they can't believe it's Jews. All right? But that's just for the Africans and the African lovers who think he's just a loud mouth, you know what I mean? Whatever. I got the proof. This is silver bullet right here. You see right here? This I'm gonna put you to death with. All right, go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 4:17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
1 Thessalonians 4:17.
All
right, go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 4:17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we live, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Verse 18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words.
All right. So, and what's the question?
Could you explain the rapture?
Okay. Skipper. Oh boy. Who asked this question?
Yeah, Yvonne from Manchester.
Okay, no sweat, Yvonne. I've got your sister. I know you're getting it right. Don't worry about it. All right. Give me where you at? Verse 17.
Come on.
Read verse 16.
1 Thessalonians 4:16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Verse 17.
Okay, hold on. Skip up one more verse.
1 Thessalonians 4:15. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep.
Somebody let's scan through these verses from what chapter is this? Verse 4, chapter 4. See if you see Rapture in here somewhere. Nobody in here?
No.
Okay. I asked that question, of course, you know, it's a rhetorical question. I already know rapture is not in here. And this ain't no disrespect to Yvonne. I know she's asking because she want to get right. The word rapture is not even in the scripture. You understand? It's not even in here. Anybody have a dictionary on them? A good dictionary.
Oxford.
Give me Webster's. Let me see what Oxford say. Rapture is Christian doctrine. Just like there's no immaculate conception in the Bible, you wouldn't find that word. Just like you wouldn't find, give me something else you wouldn't find that they talk about. I mean, there's so many words. But rapture is not that word. Trinity. You ever hear about Trinity? Everybody have the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The Rastafarians have what? Emmanuel, Selassie, Marcus Garvey, Emmanuel I, Holy I, Selassie I, I, 19 I. Right? I would listen, I had dreads longer than anybody here in here. You can't step to me, no Rasta talk. You know what I mean? I was in the thing. I know the escape route. You back me into the corner, the half has never been told, and I'm gone. You understand? Those words not in the Bible. Trinity is not there. You'll never see it. Rapture is not in the Bible. Rapture is Christian doctrine. All right? This is talking about when Christ comes back in Jeremiah 16. We'll read it next class because of the time. I don't want to go over too much. What's going to happen when the Lord returns? He's going to take up his people into the chariots. The Bible says the angel is going to hide us away in the chariots of the Lord because the indignation is going to be so much, it's going to scare us. I can't imagine it because I down there can't even watch some of these World Star videos. I can't, it affects me when I see a brother hit a brother pipe in his head. You know what I mean? Some people could sit there and watch it and eat popcorn and be like, damn, you got nothing, come see this. Brother, I look at that and be like, good night. I can't see it. So imagine seeing, the Bible says, blood will reach up to horses' bridles. Anybody ever stood next to a horse? You know, a horse is a big animal. Like, I'm down here 6 foot, and the horse shoulder is where my head reaches, bro. Imagine blood up to the horse bridle. Death and destruction. The Bible says the angels going to hide us away so we don't have to see the indignation. And the Lord and his chariots and his angels going to get to work. That's what this scripture here is talking about. Being taken up with the Lord in a cloud. I'll go through it for anybody who don't understand next class. The clouds is how the chariots appear. When you get the description of the chariots, it says it's like a cloud enfolding with a cloud. You have ever seen Independence Day? In the beginning, when the cloud looked like it was going to rain, and then you see the chariot come through, that's how the chariots of the Lord move. That's how they move. They move, it's a cloud, and it's like fire in the cloud, and you see this thing, this big saucer with, it looks like it's eyes underneath, but it's lights. That's how the chariots of the Lord are. We're going to be taken up, and then the Lord going to get to kill it. Rapture is not in the Bible. Now, give me the definition of rapture.
Rapture, Webster Dictionary, an expression or manifestation of ecstasy or passion.
Hold on. Slow down, man. Slow down. You gotta ease in it. You know what I mean? This is, come on. This is not a knife you stab someone. This is a knife you put here and you lean it. You let it sit. Come on, go ahead.
An expression or manifestation.
An expression meaning the way you speak or your physical gestures, or you manifest something, you produce something. Go ahead.
Of ecstasy.
Of what?
Ecstasy.
Of what?
Ecstasy.
Not the drug. Ecstasy, that feeling of, you know, woo. You women go through it. You know what I mean? That's how children are born. Ecstasy. Go ahead.
Or passion.
Or what?
Or passion.
That's rapture. Don't tell me about the rapture. That is a homosexual philosophy. That word isn't even in here. So you mean to tell me the rapture is the Lord taking us up into the ship to do what? Have ecstasy and passion? Christianity is satanic, brother. They think they're going to have sex with Christ. I'm telling you straight up on that. In their mind, they imagine somebody taking them up who's bigger and stronger than, Brother, I don't want no man down near too close to me. We straight in the walls in school the other night. I had to steam on the wall, taking the wallpaper off. Banyamin is like, let me get you one Sunday. I say, brother, you come near to me, I'm gonna burn you. I like my space, brother. We black men. Now, if it was a woman, of course you could work under me. Of course, we can get that on. But brother, you ain't coming in that zone, brother. Of course, Banyamin, he's the zealot. He's trying to get the shit done. I'm like, nigga, you gonna wait until I'm here and I'm gonna move. You understand? We ain't gonna be tough. Bouncing each other out, so like in my fault. Nah, I don't want to know what your flesh feel like. I don't want no rapture. Rapture is an expression of ecstasy and passion. Rapture is what you do with your woman. That ain't what's happening when Christ comes. It's Christian dogma. It's homosexual. What you want to do is everything you learn in church is either satanic or homosexual or both. And just bring it to class and we'll clear it up and you'll be straight, all right? Next, we have Sabbath service this Saturday. Tomorrow we're going to have class in Nottingham. We're going to broadcast it also. Saturday Sabbath service, Lord allow. Next Wednesday, we're going to be opening up the school down there in Birmingham or Church Lane. Church Lane. You're going to be sending a brand new spanking school. Bring gifts. Bring gifts. I like gifts that tall, about this high, slightly brown, with Johnny Walker across the that's the one that I like, you know what I mean? Or a sister with a head covered who is single. Deliver her to me, that's fine. But then the next time I don't have to stay with you, you know what I mean? I have to go over there and stay, that's fine, right? So, sister, like, but I come here for the food though. Sister making bad pots, so happy. But next week we continue to come to class. So join us in Nottingham tomorrow. Manchester on Saturday. For camp and the radio show, Radio Diamond, the same radio show them purple faggots went on. I will be talking about them the whole 2 hours. Tune in, I want all the stories, I want all the questions. I'm disrespecting everybody who call themselves an Israelite in the UK if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K. It's all over war, I'm done. It's Salakia. Yeah, so I ain't coming here to make friends. Come here to go to war and win people to the Lord, all right? With that, I pass the class over to the priest and officer. Korakia Ban Banyamian. Go ahead.
The I.S.U.P.K security announcement, where the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it.
All right, let's obey that rule. All right, and let me explain some to you. That 6 months rule is very, very important. This is not a Christian church, right? Read that announcement one more time.
When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months.
They're off limits. Off limits, meaning you can't engage them in any way other than what? Keep reading.
They are to be saluted only.
Saluted only. Anybody know what salute means?
Hi and bye.
Well, we don't say hi in Israel. The greeting. Shalom. How you doing, sis? No problem. Maybe he's not complimenting his spirit of sisterhood and brotherhood. Hey, brother, that garment looks good. That headpiece looks good. Sister, I like that headpiece. You know what I mean? That's it. What slavery? Oh, yeah. So and so and so. I'm going to get you a story, brother. No, I'm going to save that for some other time. All right? But they're off limits. Brothers and sisters come in here, and this is both ways. There's some sisters who will go after a man like how a man goes after a woman. You brothers, I know correctly, he's studying here. They're playing a king. In Banyamin too, I was driving Banyamin, broad crossing the road, and he break a damn neck. I'm like, God damn, I'm in the car too. Shit. But it's a chance to start fresh. And everybody deserves that chance without what feels good. Start fresh and change your life and really be of service to the Lord. Help your people, you know what I mean? This ain't, Christian mingle. This ain't, match.com. You know what I mean? You want to do that, go to the club. But in here, that's it. And that goes for online too. Don't be jumping in the woman inbox, brother. Some sister up here at some camp, brother. She had to be Sarah in the reincarnation. I heard her inbox was overflowing, brother. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let brothers and sisters come in and change. You understand?
Cool.
Go ahead.
They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it.
Right? If they need transportation, come talk to the teacher, he arrange it. There's a whole protocol for giving brothers transport and giving sisters transport. Don't somebody just go say, well, yeah, come on, sister, I'm taking on the street. I'll find out about that and write me a letter recommending you be suspended from everything UPK. All right, I'll send it to the general. He might say, go ahead, Mashak, or Mashak, you're losing your mind, you're a little too strict, come back home. All right, no problem, I follow orders. I don't care what feels good. All right, go ahead.
After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister.
After you complete your 6 months, you do your 90 days first, get your name, you do your 6 months after, you go get permission to court someone. The whole thing will be arranged in the right way. That's when you go court someone. You have to get permission. You don't get permission and you're like, hey, what's going on, brother? You looking mighty fine on them tapes, you know, Tyra. Well, by that time you get some, you know, blood curdling, you know, warrior named bloody horse or something, you know what I mean? Or something, you know what I mean? And she finally, you know what I mean, looking at the brothers, go get permission first. Same thing for the brothers. Don't just go do it, all right? Go ahead.
There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry.
So effectively, you have a year before you can be married in here if you're coming single. You get the point? It's a year. And it's a good year because that year, the person you came in as is not the person who's going to be existing that next year. You're going to be totally brand new and you're going to be more fit to function with another Israelite who's been broken like you coming in. You're not fit now for it. Let the system work. Let the factory produce what it produces. You get the point? You get permission after that 6 months to have sex. That's how strict this is. You get permission to go lay down with that woman or that man. You just don't do it because it feels good. You get the point? Go ahead.
Tithes, which is a commandment.
It's what?
A commandment.
No, it's an option.
A commandment.
It's if I feel to.
A commandment.
Then pay your tithes, man. Pay your tithes. Yeah, I look like I'm spending money on nonsense. I look like I'm tricking and going everywhere with every last penny, brother. Every last penny. I'm robbing Benjamin blind with gas. All I hear about is, so we need some petrol. Your petrol? Oh, bloody hell, the petrol. I'm like, what the fuck is petrol? Yes, pay your tithes, man. We need this thing. Pay your tithes. Pay your tithes, and maybe you'll have a priest in your neighborhood who will set your house in order. You understand? If you get $10, give the Lord his 1. If you get 100, give the Lord his 10. You understand? Tithes ain't optional. And you ain't robbing, you ain't paying me, you paying the Lord. And I'm doing a service, not for me or for you, I'm doing a service for the Lord. You get the point? Pay your tithes. Go ahead.
Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in the Hebrew, Ma'ashira, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher.
Right, bring them envelopes in. You understand? Bring them in. You don't pay the white man tax. What do they do?
Lock you up.
Now, before they lock you up, what do they do?
Freeze your bank.
They freeze your bank. They come to your house and take, if you don't have nothing in your bank, what do they do? They kick your door in. Come take assets. A time is coming when I'll be kicking your door in from the tithes. I can't wait for it. No problem. Don't send it. I'll kick your door in. I love it. I want it. That would be so righteous, brother. Listen, imagine you go, somebody will say, well, you robbing me. Imagine you kick somebody's door, go into their pocket or their purse or their wallet, find $1 million, take 100,000 and say, no, I don't need that. This belongs to the Lord. And jet on your horse. Brother, listen, I'm having about 10 wives that night. One after the other. I don't feel like man in the house. Go ahead.
Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations, December 24th, Hakanaka, or Akam and Akraf, check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband or headscarf. With that, right to face the east.
Which direction is east? You want to make sure to tell everybody that, all right?
Towards the wall, yeah. All right.
And the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash.
Everybody, this is our custom to pray with your hands raised, all right? However comfortable for you. All right, go ahead.
Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Haya. Shamka. Yahweh. Malak Kavka. Saba'ah. Ratazaka. Haya. Aisha. Ba'aratiza. Kawa. Haya. Bashamayim. The thunder Noah. The come. Cow. Yawam. Wasalak Noah. Kabawak Noah. Kasalak Noah. Kabawak Noah. Wala'ah. Sabaya Noah. Banasaya one. Abal. Hawashai Noah. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahasapara. La'aywalamyam. Aman.
In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
I'm going to do the Haka, the power. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. Baba Kusha. The thunder Noah. Haka. Lara Pa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Haka. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Haka. Lahaqwiyam. Hamafyam. Haka. Arukawa. Hatama Allah. Lagarashan. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. The water. Aman.
In the English.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please. Give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you.
So be it. And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matah Zabiyah. Allah Waf Yahanna. Ha Allah Wafyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kwatazayanyam. Ha Kalayayam. Wa Akwafyam. Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahweh Shai. To water Aman.
Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahanna. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
And
we'll say prayer for the curses in English. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. And death to the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death to the heathen.
And death to the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose
The pockets of the rich of Israel.
the pockets of the rich of Israel
That refuse to give to the school.
that refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches
To enter into thy sanctuary.
to enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And death to the Edomites.
And death to the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And the drug dealers.
And the drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitazi.
The
gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Workers
of witchcraft.
NASA
space program.
space program.
Army.
Navy.
Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
The cable access channels.
And
the radio channels. Convict the spirit. Of any of thy people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift death. To all the heathen. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your words. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the terrorists. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth. And destroy. Cause the terrorists. To come against America. To come against Britain. And destroy them. In their strongholds. Let America shake. Let Britain shake. At the hands of the terrorists. Let Yahweh shine. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And kill all the heathens. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known. By all. That it is the angels.
That has done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it. I'm going to bless Israel. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Barakanawa. Wa Yasha'ala. Wahabaya. Sapayim. Barak Papa. Magan Hagan. Tazawa Ya'ala. Yakazaya Allah. Ayash Kabawa. Yakazawa Allah. Lahar. Ra'ahawa. Kamalai family. Akar family. Imad Yashar family. Kareem and family. Izar family. Hayam family. Arik. Claire. Who's the next round? Carmel. Itara. The Bennett family. The Gordon family. Kieran. James. Noah. Ben. Jay. Commander General Yohanna.
All the brothers stuck in the prison system.
Next round. Zaru. Anybody want to pray for? If you all don't know, that this section is any loved ones you want to pray for and for the Lord to heal or bless or watch over. You just say their names, all right? Anybody?
Brother Eric.
Brother Eric.
Brother Garfield.
Brother Garfield.
Sister Bernadette.
Sister Bernadette.
Sister Zalani.
Sister Zalani.
Sister Ramona.
Sister Ramona.
Sister Sophia.
Sister Sophia.
Sister Sherelle.
Sister Sherelle.
Brother Michael.
Brother Michael.
Brother Raphael.
Brother Raphael.
And Brother Jamal.
And Brother Jamal.
Sisters.
The 12 tribes.
Israel.
The Clemens family.
The McGowan family.
The McGowan family.
And all of Israel.
And all of Israel.
Sister. Good.
The Smith family.
The Smith family. That's it.
Come on,
Come on, one more time. The I.S.U.P.K. UK school.
The I.S.U.P.K. UK school.
Leon.
Tariq.
Simon.
Simon.
And every brother and sister striving to come to the truth.
And every brother and sister striving to come to the truth.
Go ahead.
Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai. The word of Aman. And what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Jesus, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Jesus. Thank you. So be it. Psalm.
Which means to turn. Everybody turn. You do the salute. You all do the salute? One courtesy salute to the teacher.
One courtesy salute to the teacher.
Hold on. Sisters, be seated. This is how you all do it, all right? The sisters sit. I'm going to show you all how the sisters salute too. The brothers always salute first. One courtesy salute to the teacher.
One courtesy salute to the teacher.
Call it Ahmad Shabbat.
Ahmad Shabbat. Ahmad Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshad
Yahweh Hashem Yahshad Rakatham. Yadimata.
Class dismissed.
Yadimata.
Yadimata.
Saw. To the sisters. Turn to the sisters. Sisters Ahmadiam, which means to stand.
Sisters Ahmadiam.
All right. The sisters Ahmadiam Shabbat is this: right hand over left, heels together, toes at a 90. It's a nice humble stance. Your sisters gonna learn to love it. Don't worry, you all look beautiful. You all look like the daughters of Sarah. All right, don't worry. I know Tyra looking at it. He's like, you gonna look like this to me. All right. This is how you stand. All right, so the sister, good job. The sister had a baby. She's still doing it. All right. We're gonna do a courtesy. Banyamin, Madia, face the sisters. We'll do a courtesy salute to the sisters. Call it on God. One courtesy salute to the sisters.
One courtesy salute to the sisters.
The sisters, you all don't move. Just stay like that, all right? Heels together. Put your heels together, all right? Call it for the brothers. Go ahead.
One courtesy salute to the sisters.
Ahmadiam Shabbat.
Ahmadiam.
Barak. You all know the sisters salute. Yahweh Shema Al-Athan Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shema Al-Athan Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Sisters, you all know the salute? Good night. Who do I have to punch? You all repeat after me, all right? Yahweh Shema Al-Athan Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right? If it's one sister or one brother, is saluting is Al-Athan. If it's a room, it's Athan. Athan is plural, you all. All right? Yadimata, which means hands down.
Yadimata.
Class dismissed.
Class dismissed.